everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. Hopefully, you had yourselves a good weekend. Today, we're doing a little bit of the Bones Art and the Johann Alexander again, which is really nice. We're having the Journey to Elysium Remains of Babylon special edition. It's on Kickstarter. We're going to talk about it today. Let me go over here and make sure everything is running because it's not giving me the chat for some reason. Let me go
It
see
says video
why.
unavailable on my YouTube.
What did you do, Chester?
I didn't do anything. Video unavailable for me too. Oh, freaking YouTube. They keep changing stuff. Hold on a second. Let me go check it real quick. I'll probably have to drop and come back in or something.
Hobbly.
No, that's fine. Yep, no problem. I have no clue why.
Well,
YouTube. They've been doing a lot of weird stuff, dude. Let me go back and stop this and redo it real quick.
I think it's working now. I refreshed the page and now it seems to be working.
Yeah, he's right.
It is working. Oh, good. So I wasted my time. Hi, everybody. I'm going to hit that like and share button. Please do the same. Let everybody know what we're doing. That was weird. But YouTube's, one of the things when you have something that works and then you keep trying to improve it, even though it already works, you screw stuff up, YouTube. Anyway.
Oh,
But that's the problem. They've been doing a lot of weird stuff because they're panicking. People are shifting over the Rumble, I guess. And, nevertheless, we are running very good. That was bizarre. But happy to have you all here. So I probably have to reset that on the other side too, but that's all right. Excellent. I might have to do this. Sorry, I haven't had to do this in a while. I've been doing things different, but I think I'll pop this out and do it like that. There we go. Nothing but love. All right. All right. So we do have Bones Art with us today. Now, I just want to make sure I pronounce that correctly. Could you pronounce your name, please?
I'm Bones Art Bokel.
Bones Art Bokel. All right.
Yes.
I can remember that. Maybe. Okay. Over here, I got that in. Everything. Okay, good. I got everything working. It's all good. I have no idea what any of that nonsense was. All right. Okay, I got everything working. Good. All right, so we're going to be talking about this today. Sorry for all that kind of nonsense. YouTube was being weird. But we got it going now. Everything's working. And we're going to be doing, of course, a supporting a campaign, a Kickstarter. Let me go ahead and bring that up and show it real quick. I'll share my screen. And we'll take a minute and we'll talk about it. So let's see here. I think it's that one. Pretty sure. Let me bring this up, and yes, I was correct. All right, so we got Journey to Elysium, including the special edition. Join steampunk astronauts in an alternate history timeline as they attempt to unveil the mysteries of an ancient space station. Oh, that sounds fun. Tell us a little bit about that, Bones Art.
So it's comic set in my Association of Ishtar Expanded Universe. The concept of that setting is that this is an alternate 19th century in which there are all these portals to other worlds are opening up. And the Association of Ishtar is one of the factions trying to figure out what is going on. And in this comic, they are traveling to an object they presume is responsible, called the Elysium object. That leads them to visit a old man on a old oil platform in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, who's called Ghulam Ali, and he is the person who started the first space program in the 1820s. However, he also has some skeletons in his closet. That being that he first developed four rockets for Napoleon. However, it's now the 1870s. Ghulam Ali is in his 90s, and the first issue is about the association going there to well, basically demand his final rocket, so they can send their expedition to Elysium.
Oh,
So
there you
it's
go.
mostly about Ghulam Ali himself.
Oh, I see. Well, of course, the art is fantastic, as no one here is surprised of at all. Good job, Johan. And
Yeah, thank you.
it's beautiful stuff. It's got a very Steam Boy look to it, which is cool. And I like the idea you got going on with the story and ancient space travel and all that kind of stuff. That's cool. It's an alternate timeline, and it is steampunk. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
Because they say I'm often not correct with that. I mislabel stuff. I keep telling them that Marilyn Manson's steampunk, and there's like, no, Chester, he's diesel punk. Okay, whatever.
Marilyn Manson, really? Okay.
Really?
It's the thing. Oh, you're doing the spiral ones too. Yeah, I like what you're doing with all this stuff. It's cool. And of course, we're doing alternative history stuff, and I always like that, it's particularly around this era, the Victorian or even Edwardian time, right? Some really cool stuff, and you got a great artist for that, and you got swag, dude. I want swag.
Yeah. And today I adjusted some of the tiers because these are bookends that you're on now. I included the STL files, so you can download the files. I think the bookends are per pair 10 euros, and the miniatures are per pair €5. And I combined them now with various of the reward tiers. Um, So yeah, you can then print them at any scale that you like.
Cool.
And they're like, you can get them for like the miniatures are like 2 for €5. So, but they're
Not
also
bad.
now combined in many of the rewards as well.
Yeah, no, I was looking at that earlier. The interesting thing is how easy it's become to do miniatures now. It used to be
Mhm.
quite the bear, right? Now it's
Mhm.
it's all digital, and you can 3D print it yourself, and you can pick up a 3D printer now for what, a couple $100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty
it's
much.
cheap, man. So yeah,
Well, the
it's really
previous
cool.
cover we printed them ourselves, but that was such a logistical hassle and a risk. And quite frankly, the STLs make me more money as well in the end.
Oh well,
So
there you go. Well, and
because
it is in
the,
the end,
the,
it's
the
about
margins on
yeah.
the margins on printing miniatures is terrible.
It is, well,
It
there
really
you go.
is.
Then just do the 3D printing. And honestly, a lot of people are doing that. It is the trend now. There are
Yeah.
pages online that you can go to and join these websites. And you pay a certain amount of money. It's not even that much, a month, and they just constantly spit out, 3D printer files for you. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, well, you don't even have to pay for them. They're like Thingiverse, and so a
Oh,
lot of the stuff there is free.
Yeah.
this channel does not promote piracy in any way, unless you're Long John
No,
Silver
No,
from your left.
Thingiverse is a free site. You can go out and download files.
But
It's a
creators
legitimate site.
themselves.
People put
Yeah.
them out there.
it's in Finland, isn't it? We know how those
No,
Finnish
I go to it
are.
all the time.
There you go. Well, there you go.
I don't know where.
It is a good looking project, and of course, one of the big benefits that you guys have, and I'm going to get us started here on the art, but one of the big benefits these guys have is Johan. Bones
Oh,
Art is, of course, putting together interesting story. I like the sound of it every time I hear him talk. This is my kind of thing, but man, the art just kicks it over. It's exactly the right
well,
art for this era,
well,
for this type of thing.
Yeah.
It's
I
awesome.
mean,
really.
I spent a lot of time looking for the right artists, and I'm very lucky with Johan.
Yeah, no, it's perfect for
When we
what you're
put
doing,
together
dude.
on the start, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's there are tons of different ways and you could have gone about it, but this style, this Steam Boy style it's the correct one. Yeah, it works really well. Look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate it. Yeah.
No, well, no.
And let's be honest,
because you brought Johan to us the first time, now we have Johan forever too.
That's right. Yes.
He's been on
true,
here ever
yeah.
since.
I'm glad
Yes,
to be
he's
here.
ours now.
He has
He's
been.
ours.
He's ours now. And we'll have to sick a wild Alan on you. Get him, Alan.
Mm,
All right. Let me jump back over the other side here. Great looking project, though, and we're going to talk about more of the stuff that's going on here, of course, but we need to get the artists going. So, same as before, Bones Art, you're going to give us this immaculate conception of countdowns that is going to turn our artists into ravenous beasts of art. And then they'll have 2 hours to do it. No limitations. This is a PG-13 channel. So go ahead, Bones Art. Get him going.
Where to start? Johan, you shared art somewhere, right?
From what?
Well, you had some selection of art made, or not?
No, he probably will show. What I want you to do is a countdown to. Sorry, I made it too complicated.
No, yeah.
I want you to count down so the artist can start arting.
Oh, like literally a countdown.
Literally,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, literally a countdown. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Go, Jules Verne in the house. Yo, yo.
Yeah.
Okay. So very good. The artists will get to what they're doing. We got Gabby here today. Very nice. We got Andrew. Hi, Andrew. How you doing?
Oh, hello. I am great. I am very busy, but I am great.
Well, that's good to hear. So we're doing ourselves some more of this Elysium stuff. I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
It looks great. Johan definitely has captured the right thing. Of course, we also have an Eric. Hi, Eric.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well. Thank you for the clip art. You know, for the thumbnail. You know, you're even all on top of it to the fact that you changed the time. Good job.
Yes, I did. I didn't want anyone to forget,
No, you did a good job. I appreciate you. I most certainly do. Hi, Gabby. You're muted, but hi anyway.
Hi, how's it going? Excuse me.
Oh, well, don't die on me. Not
chill-
on live radio.
Sorry, it's
that's
really
okay.
dry right now with the weather.
Are you in
Aw.
Arizona?
No.
I'm in North Dakota.
No, that's right. North Dakota. Is it dry up there? I
nice.
kind of imagine that as being dry. Yeah.
Yeah, during the winter time, it's like a frozen tundra.
Nice. So you have permafrost there, huh?
Just about. We do get colder than Alaska, so that's
No,
fun.
I meant the ground. Do you have actual tundra? Is it literal permafrost?
No, I'm exaggerating.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was going to say, that would have been exciting. You could have mammoths under your feet as we speak. You know how much money you can make off of mammoth tusks?
A buttload, I bet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there's a
Guess
lot
better
of
start
money.
digging
there.
for mammoth tusks.
You should be. That's true. Hi, Kima. How you doing?
Tired.
Tired. Yeah. Now, Bones are like you. Kima lives in a foreign country. Unfortunately for her, it's Canada. But you know, what do you got to do? So when are you guys going to have your revolution and get rid of that weird, communist guy? When are you going to get
I
rid of
don't
that guy?
I don't know.
Do you think what do Canadians think? Do they believe that he's Fidel Castro's illegitimate child as well?
Wait.
I just think he's an idiot.
Yeah, well, that's fair. He is an idiot. Yeah, he really is an idiot. But then again, America can't speak. We literally have a gibbering old man. Literally.
Yeah.
It's horrible. How about you, Johan? Are your politicians awesome?
Yeah, we are in the Game of Thrones mode right now. So
Oh no.
Holy shit. Sorry, I asked.
so
Damn.
following it is like
Sounds
watching
dumb.
Game of Thrones unfolding on ice.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Game of
Goodness
Thrones on
gracious.
ice.
Game of Thrones
because
on
it's
ice. Yeah.
very close to the
Ice capades, right?
election. Yeah.
yeah, there it is.
In March,
yeah.
I think. In March, yeah.
Yeah, no, Game of Thrones mode. We have to write that
Yeah,
down,
so
Andrew. That's a good one.
so
Pretty
the
good.
so the politician changing sides, yeah, some kind like that, or
guess.
maneuvering, yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's like
everywhere
Game
you
of
are.
Thrones here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Oh, at least we
politicians
do
are
it
morons.
entertaining.
Yeah. How about you,
Yeah.
Bonzar? What part of the world are you in?
Netherlands.
The Netherlands. So
And,
you guys got
we,
problems too.
yeah,
Jesus.
Our cabinet has fallen, so now we have new elections.
Yeah, well, the farmers have revolted and created their own successful party, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah, they have.
Good for them, though, dude. I mean, what these idiots? I mean, the Netherlands is literally the breadbasket of Europe. Morons. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it
Well,
is.
we've got NGOs paying for that, so.
Oh yeah, no, it's just these morons, and they don't realize they're just pawns for money-making options. You know how much money there is in green, echo shit right now? Unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's good to hear the whole world screwed up. Alan, how's Mexico?
Jeez.
I don't have an Alan. I lost an Alan. That's
Yeah, no, he
unfortunate.
dropped again. I think he's having some severe mic issues. It seems.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh no.
I know the only lucky ones here has got to be Rosa and the girls because they're in Florida and Texas.
I know. Look at us with our special ways.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually the luckiest specialist one because I'm in Japan. But
Yeah, true.
yeah, we're kind of looking out at the world and it's like, you guys okay? I mean, really, because it's crazy. The inflation, you guys got inflation all over the place. Australia is absolutely losing it. I don't see an Omron here. Oh, there is an Omron. Australia's having just inflation through the roof. Oh my God, Australia's in a horrible situation. And we sitting here in Japan. Would you like to know the number of inflation we have here? Would you like to guess?
Is it 3?
3%? 5%? Oh, very nice. Yeah, like kind of, I don't know, like 0.0002 maybe.
Yeah, that sounds
How come
about.
Yeah.
How come the value of the yen has fallen so much though?
But yeah, but you know
That-
why? It's because they make more money from exports.
Yeah.
But inside the country, nothing has changed at all.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So
I just like that I can go. I just like that I can go to Japan and like be a millionaire. Because it's like 1.5, right, to the dollar. It's crazy.
yeah, but they're happy. You don't understand. They're happy about that.
Yeah.
Because all the Japanese companies are making money, and that's what they want. And Japanese people don't buy foreign shit. So,
Right,
it's
yeah.
all internal economy. That's why we don't have any inflation, right?
So everybody's happy then.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Foreigners are happy, and the Japanese are happy.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
way to
great.
do it. Illegally manipulate your money's value. You know what the true value of the yen is, though?
What?
What's that?
72.
That's just a number. What 72?
72 yen to it, meaning that you need $72 or 72 cents to equal a dollar. So it's actually
okay.
way stronger than the dollar. But they
Interesting.
artificially adjust it so that they can make monies. Yeah, we're not here to
That's
talk about economics, though. Poor Bonzart.
Very quickly.
very-
Wait.
Yes.
I have one question
Mm-hmm.
before we get back on topic. Do you remember the Asia crash in the 90s?
Of course.
Yes, I
the
do.
bubble pop.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
Anyway, that's
And
all I wanted to ask.
The Japanese,
Yeah.
they shifted their approach because at that time the Japanese were all millionaires comparatively, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
now they're just normal, happy middle class and no poor people. Aw,
Yeah, the Asia the bubble pop virtually wiped out the middle class in Thailand. So that was fun.
Oh wow.
yeah, no, it hurt other countries more than it hurt Japan. That's for sure. The problem is we got another pop coming though, Gabby, because China's in the
No.
middle of China's in the middle of a bubble pop right now.
Yes, it
Lord
is.
Yeah.
have mercy.
But a lot of people have kind of got ahead of the game and we're seeing a lot of companies move out of China and go into Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia. So it actually might not be bad this time. It might be a boom for you.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Anyway, back back on target. Poor Bones Art. So I'm going to go through here and just kind of look at the art, and we're going to see here now. Andrew is doing a dwarf in honor of Snow White. Sweet.
That's
I
right.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. We at
That's-
least
that,
we
that
have.
was my exact thought process.
Yeah,
I can't believe
yeah.
the wavelengths that were on Chester.
I know. Hi ho, hi ho.
Oh my God, does
Hi
that
ho,
sound like a
hi
suck up?
ho. It's off to work with what? How's that a suck up? I was mocking his art.
We're totally on the same
Well,
wavelength.
and
Oh,
see, that's
Andrew.
just it. Is
Mr.
he was
Professor
mocking my
Busby.
he was mocking my art. I was mocking him.
Mhm.
So it's perfect. We
Oh,
are still in a way on the same the
Yeah.
same wavelength.
see now
It's
I
called
now
sarcasm, Jeff.
I
God.
was deceived because you did not use the appropriate tone of voice.
Oh, I see. You were too subtle for him. I got it
Yeah.
though. I appreciated it. Thank you very much. But of course, Andrew's doing an astronaut here. Now, we saw a bunch of astronaut art, Bones art, and of course, this whole thing is about getting a rocket to go to this space station, which they think is causing some kind of problem, which I don't know what the problem is. Can you tell us what the problem is, or is that too much of a spoiler?
Yeah, well, that's the anomalies are opening up all across the world, and for those who also read the books, the association fears that the problems that these anomalies are causing will envelop the world in time, and yeah, there are some strange transmissions coming from
Ooh.
Elysium object radio signals.
Ooh,
And
I like
they're
sound of
trying
all of
to
it.
find the cause.
Yeah, I like sound
And
of
this
all of
is
it.
kind of like a prequel to the books. So for those who have read Bound for the Sticks, already kind of know what's going on. That was the previous Kickstarter. But yeah, this is about like how the association got there, what they will find there, and kind of like with the arrangements that the association has made with a character known as the founder.
Okay. Well, what would help me a lot is understanding what are the anomalies.
Yeah, so these are the rifts, and
okay.
they know very little about the rifts. They just appear,
Mhm.
and yeah, these are gateways to alternate timelines. Basically, other steampunk concepts. Like some people are drawing Enwin and Igraine. Igraine is from one of these other worlds.
Mhm.
And Enwin's book is coming out during the last week of the Kickstarter, so that's happening.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Having
Yeah.
things coming out timely is nice. So I'm assuming dangerous things are coming through these rifts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also dangerous things. Many of them are quite innocent. They're just portals to, I don't know, these could be like very primitive worlds. So maybe a lost dinosaur will run through or something, or
Oh,
a lost chicken.
yes. We
Um,
understand that dinosaurs are completely innocent as they devour your entire family. Mhm.
That is right.
Yes, well, the first realization that there was a rift was actually that a kind of Diplodocus or Diplodocus.
Diplodocus are cool.
Yeah, but yeah, that one starts devouring the entire wine grape harvest of Spain. So yes, but there's also gateways that lead to lost or destroyed civilizations or worlds where humanity never came to be. But of course, there's also portals that lead to like alien invasions. And that is something that I discuss in a book. I finished the manuscript. Now it's going through the proofreaders, which are the Casket Girls. Eric
Oh, nice.
actually made a drawing of that. That's also on the Kickstarter, by the way.
Mhm.
on the Kickstarter page, I mean. And they are a penal battalion who need to fight those aliens. But yeah, so I'm really excited to get the art started on that, because that's gonna be very military. So we're gonna have to do some concept art for vehicles and that kind of stuff.
Oh, which must be fun.
So
Yeah, that process must be
yeah,
fun. You
it's a
know,
lot of
Bones Art,
work.
I have a friend whose cousin's friend's mother was eaten by a lion in Africa.
Dude, for real.
Oh,
What?
Why would you do that, Chester?
Wow, I didn't do nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you always have.
Is this-
You are charmed. You have you bite people's ears off. You have friends whose families are eaten by lions.
I have never
Is there-
bitten an ear off. I am not Mike Tyson. I ripped the ear off accidentally. That is
I can't
quite
tell
different.
though.
He bit the
I can't-
guy's eye out. There's a big
No,
difference.
that was a thumb. No biting.
And there's a lot of biting and eating going on here, and we need to find out why.
I can't tell from your comment, Chester, if you're confused between like a dinosaur and a lion, like that they're not the same thing. Like, because I know
Well-
that dinosaurs are eating people in this, but like a lion is not a dinosaur.
Yeah,
But
but they can.
A lion-
People are still being eaten.
Yeah, this
Oh, I see.
they're eaten.
Thank you.
Is what happened.
Thank you. Actually, I don't know them, but I have heard of people who have been eaten by lion or leopard, more than likely.
Oh.
Actually,
Do you know anybody who's been eaten by an alligator? Because that's basically being eaten by a
I
dinosaur.
do.
Yeah,
now
that's
that
terrible.
the other one was me being sarcastic. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I do have an actual true story if you want to hear one.
Yes.
Well,
Oh.
no, it's actually
Oh.
radically tragic, dude. I went.
Oh,
no,
that'll be great.
no, it scarred my entire school. I went to a middle school down south called St. Elmo's. I'm not kidding. Okay, and it was an integrated school. Yeah. And we had no air conditioning. We had no modern technology. They put us in these little, it's almost like a mobile home classroom.
Oh yeah, that was the portables, dude.
Yeah, the portables.
The-
It was
Portable-
sweltering hot. It was awful. We had a big field out in the back we used to do our field day on, and football practice and all the stuff. And there was kind of a pond off to the side. Well, it seems some gator decided to come up from the swamp because we're right there by Battle of Battery, and decided to kind of make his home in that little pond, right? And during recess, a little girl who I didn't know her at all, but she was in my school, literally got eaten by a crocodile, by an alligator, sorry. Literally.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They
Oh.
shut the school down for a week. Oh, it was unbelievable.
Horrible.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for having a dirt poor frickin' school.
And it's all because Bonzart opened up the rifts in space, and
It's right.
Yes,
It's his
that's-
fault,
Man,
man.
my
Little girl got
goodness.
eaten by an alligator. Yeah. No joke. I
Thanks,
know I
Chester.
joke a lot, but this is an actual true story.
That is scary.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is scary, dude. That
Yeah,
sucks.
that lady got off this what 3 weeks ago or something, and that one lady got eaten. We think we talked about it on here. Where she was dragged down the canal in like Orlando or something.
Oh God, yeah, no, it happens.
Yeah.
We had the Russian guy was out with his wife and children and got eaten by the tiger shark or some kind of shark down there in Egypt. And then the whole world laughed like, "Ha ha, die Russian, die because we've been told you're evil, die, ha ha." Just some random Russian dude and his
Wow.
wife and kid. Those kind of freaking assholes we have in the world today, dude.
I do not
Um,
remember that one.
Yeah, no, that happened a couple of months ago, dude.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness I didn't see that one.
There's just
Yeah.
so many jagoffs in the world, dude. There's so many. And
Yeah.
because of the SNS, it just flows everywhere all the time. You're exposed to it constantly. I mean, look at these idiots. How many freaking Karens are running around with these freaking headscarves on now, yelling, Allahu
From the
Akbar.
land,
I mean, Jesus.
from the
From the river to the
or from
sea.
from the ocean to from the river to the sea.
As if they had understood what that actually means.
It's like, that's like
Morons.
genocide, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I've seen a whole bunch of
Yeah.
these idiots get up and saying, like, they have to get out of the occupied land of Gaza. You frickin' moron. The occupied land they're talking about is Israel. The entirety of it. You moron. Anyway, sorry. That has nothing to do with Elysiums in space. But
now ask Chester about Egyptologists.
oh, Dad, do that. Don't
Yeah.
you bastard.
Do it.
You should
do
hear
it.
what the Egyptologists have to say about all this.
Yeah, really.
See what you started with your dinosaur bones art?
Right.
It's even
Start
there.
what with the
Oh.
dinosaur?
No. You got to keep up bones art. There's a lot of sarcasm flying here. Lots.
Mm-hmm.
You're,
Do Dutch people understand
like-
sarcasm?
Well, not on the
Chester, you gotta
internet.
remember it's like 3
No,
a.m.
yeah.
right now.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. in the
So
morning.
so I shouldn't be so mean. Is that what you're saying?
You should be
Yeah,
nicer
he's
to our
probably
guests.
stuck.
Oh, nice to the guests. You say that a lot.
tell them about your talking toilet.
I do have a
Yeah.
talking toilet. Yeah. And I put it in English mode. Didn't know it had one, but it does.
What does it say now?
Oh, it just says welcome. Like when you press a certain button, butt spray. Things like that.
What? It says butt spray? That's just crazy.
Well, it says shower, but butt spray sounds a lot funnier.
I know you should be able to program in what you wanted to call it.
No,
No,
it's not that
really.
advanced. Yeah.
Yeah, Chester can just record his own voice lines, and now it's just Chester talking to Chester while Chester's pooping.
No, that's terrible.
Well,
You start telling yourself about like Babylonian languages, and you're just like, well, actually, I hope
Right,
you
right.
know this, but
right. But it's I'm sure I could tear it apart and get in there and update some audio. I probably could, but my wife would probably be a little bit upset with me.
You don't want to break the toilet.
Yeah. But she actually looked at me sideways because I changed the language. Because I was just sitting there one day, as you do, and it has this like a digital, interactive screen, and I was just kind of pressing on it and pressing the buttons and doing stuff, and it was all in Japanese, but it said Japanese. I was like, oh, I clicked on that, and then it had all the languages of the planet. So I guess this is Toto. Is that the name? Yeah, that Toto. I guess they sell their toilets all over the world.
They do.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I want one now for me.
But my kids don't get to enjoy it though because they live elsewhere.
No.
that's right.
Eh,
Do they have
Well,
their
maybe
own talking
maybe
toilets,
someday
or-
they'll have their own.
maybe they do have the digitalized Japanese electronic toilet. They do, but it's not as fancy as mine.
Ah,
Yeah.
fancy dance.
I
And we don't know how
splurged.
many languages they know.
Yeah, it gives the young people something to dream and look forward to.
Well, my son speaks Japanese, English, German, and my daughter speaks Japanese, English, and I was teaching her some Spanish. I don't know if she's kept up with it or not. So, yeah, I have a multilingual family. But then
Yeah,
again,
that's
both.
cool.
But I mean, Americans are just weird because Americans speak one language.
Well, I mean, because we were automatically given the best one, and then the rest of the
Yeah.
world was just like, well, I guess we gotta speak that one too, and then we wouldn't have to learn any language.
That is
But
fair.
Everybody
yeah.
speaks our language.
We'll go with
In
that. We'll go with
In
that.
Texas, we speak Spanglish here, and I didn't think of it as that. I just thought it was great. But if you start talking and you say something about, hey, let's, and you say something about, what was it? I was talking to somebody from Kansas City, my brother, and all of a sudden he's like, well, Spanish. I'm like, no, you talk about going to the rodeo and let's, go down to Hidalgo or whatever, and you start saying all these Spanish words, and like it's just not part of the language elsewhere, but it is here, and I think it's that way in California too.
Oh well, California is completely infested with Mexicans. That is true.
Well, we
So what is it? What is the Spanglish? Is it like un Tex-Mex,
Yeah,
por favor?
every-
Is that it?
like "Donde está?" And you just say it out loud, and you're not speaking Spanish or English. You're speaking a little of both. But my mother she would say something, and people have complained about this, like when you don't just switch in the middle of it, but you may have a phrase, or you may have like, "Hey, that looks good on you, mija," and it's just that mia's mi hija.
That's
They would say something about mija, you look good, or hey, hermano, what you gonna do today? And so you'll say like the noun usually.
I almost bought an Armani suit.
Yeah, that's not hermano.
I didn't though. I went tailored, Andrew.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
there's
Custom.
a weird language in Africa where they do that too, where I don't remember which African language it is, but it's basically half English. Like there's just random words in their vernacular that are just English words, but the rest of it is whatever.
It's called Pele, and they also have another one down south called Afrikaans.
Yeah. That's what it is. There we go.
And then in America, for a brief time, there was debate in certain states about whether or not they should make German the second language.
Oh yeah.
But then World War I broke out, because I remember that from my grandpa, he was told growing up that they were Americans, they were not to speak German, even though his parents and his grandparents could speak fluently in German.
Yeah, no, it carried over in New England, though, because when I went to school, the languages available to me were French, German, Greek, and Latin. And Spanish. Those were the languages available. Yeah.
I wish we had German still, because when I was in school, we weren't offered that, but I probably would have taken it.
I did. Yeah, I did. Especially if you could do any kind of science type of studies later on, you should take the German.
Yeah. Yes.
Engineering.
My mother.
That's why I taught my son German. Yeah.
Yeah, my mother was a physicist or took physics in 1952, and she was required to speak Russian and German. So we grew up with a little bit of German in the household because she would use it. And also there are places in Texas where German is still spoken, not as much now, but New Braunfels famously had a very active German influence there. Clear on up until when I was a kid, people would speak German to us.
You know the weird thing, and I'm going to ask Bonesart a question because he is European. But the easiest way to get to Russian is through Greek. Does anybody know why? 10 points. No.
I'd say that do something with the Orthodox Church, but
the Byzantines, yeah, they created the whole Russian language.
Wow.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
so what happened? And like I would say then Byzantine wouldn't it have a lot of Latin?
No, the Byzantine was the first Greek empire. And then when the Ottomans took over, they kept the Greeks because they were the smart ones and they used their knowledge to build shit. Yeah, that's why they didn't decide to kill the Greeks until World War I, because they knew they were losing. They're like, all right, kill them all. So they killed the Armenians, they killed the Assyrians, they tried to kill the Greeks. But for some reason, the West cared about the Greeks and protected them a bit, or the Assyrians and Armenians, screw them. So there you go. Genocide, everyone. Genocide. But Bonesart, how many languages do you speak, dude? I mean, you must speak 5 or 6, right?
Well, Dutch and English, and I have learned German and French, but I never use it. So.
Yeah, no, Europeans speak like 5 languages on average or something.
Well, it depends on the grade level, but usually 3 is quite normal. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see, they're better than you Americans.
Hey, we're actually required to learn Spanish in Texas because it is part of our history.
I would protest.
No, it's part of our history. We are the Mexican Revolution that succeeded. As a result, we have our roots in the Spanish language as well, which is why I do know Spanish.
So, who are the natives then?
Us.
I know that's the right answer, but that's not the politically correct answer.
That is true. It is too, because everyone who came there, whether it was colonialists from Mexico coming up from Spain and from the indigenous peoples, and then you combine that with the local colonials from the Americanos. That becomes Texans, and Texans have now been here since 1800, actually since the 1750s. If you're counting some of the people that were coming in, then you have that whole group. So that's been as long there as it had been with other places. We are a unique people.
You guys should have your vote and separate from America and become just Texas, the country of Texas. You should do it.
I would come.
Yeah.
We're
I'd
trying.
come.
You get a lot of people come. Now, Gabby, I'm curious, are you drawing a specific character or just the style?
A little bit of both. I don't know the name of this character. She's the girl with the doll. So I don't know what her
That's
name is.
ingrained. Yeah.
Okay.
Grain. Nice.
But
I
yeah,
actually
a little
dated a girl named Isolde.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Was she nice?
She was insane.
Oh,
But
man.
she was one of the most stunningly beautiful redheads I've ever seen in my life. Not a speck on her. Porcelain white skin, beautiful red hair, kind of that little bit of strawberry blonde in there as well. She was stunning, but she was slap out her damn mind though. I met her at a wiener shop. I did.
Well,
I saw her at a wiener shop selling me my wieners, and they were, of course, the Rhode Island type, which are the best on earth. They are really good. But I saw her, and immediately, as I have no compunction whatsoever, went right over to her and started talking about her. I think the first word out of my mouth was, "God, you're gorgeous. Are you dating anyone? Please say no."
wow.
And it worked.
And it did work. Yeah, it did work.
That's pretty
yeah.
funny.
Of course, it also helps that I drove up and right in front of the window parked a frickin' Cobra. So those help. That helps a little bit. Yeah. Oh,
was
she
fast.
was smoking. Oh, those things. That is a death machine, sir. That's Shelby Cobra.
Yes, it is.
That thing is designed to murder you.
It was
A
Um,
Shelby? You had a Shelby?
I had a Daytona too. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Had both.
Daytona.
great car, man.
And I was an idiot. I sold it for $50,000.
Well, that's your fault right there, dog. I'm
That thing's
telling
worth
you.
hundreds of thousands of dollars now, right?
You could have had 2 yachts by now.
I could have.
Yeah, you could have.
But I'm always
And
buying
you
and
were
selling
buying-
cars and
yeah.
stuff. I always did that when I was younger. But she was smoking though. But God, intolerable
about the
human
car?
being. Huh?
Are you talking about the cars or what?
Both. Yeah.
Both. There.
Yeah. No, she was just blessed with beauty. Some people are. Most of us aren't. Yeah, beauty is one of those things that the average isn't average. You know what I mean? Yeah. Beauty's weird. Yeah, it's all about confidence, Johan.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Oh yeah. No. Just tell them what you want, Johan. You might get it. You know what I tell my male students who are inquisitive about such things. I tell them it's a numbers game. It's 10%. So you go talk to 10 girls, one will say yes.
Yeah, of course.
It's just men's brains get that. The
I
male
think
brain
the
gets
exact
that.
words were
Not that fast,
Oh,
one
no,
out of
yeah.
10
Yeah,
people coming up to
especially
talk to
when
you.
I live in the Eastern culture, maybe.
Oh no, you guys are slow as hell. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm an American third date sex baby. But I had a friend of mine who was absolutely way better than me at this. He was amazing. Well, it depends on how you look at it, I suppose. But we go dancing. I used to go dancing a lot, right? And go to the nightclub, right? And we go in as a group of guys, right? And I had this friend named Tony, and he was a beautiful Italian man, right? He's an American, but he's Italian. Real handsome fella. And he would literally start on the left side of the club, and he'd work his way around, and he'd go up to these girls, and he would basically, I'm sure he didn't say it so nicely, but ask them, would you like to leave here and go participate in a little bit of sex? And I don't think he said it so nicely. I don't really know. But he basically would ask the girls if they wanted to leave to have sex. He never made it past halfway the room.
Well, you'll find somebody for that one.
Yeah.
Usually.
I mean, it's amazing. And he'd leave. He'd come back like 45 minutes, hour later, and dance the night away. Unbelievable. No, it's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. But he was a weirdo, though. He had a box that was a collection of panties. There must have been 100 in there.
Okay, there you go. Something's not quite right here.
No. He's a lecher. Yeah, without question. Yeah. Not
What does
the
this have
greatest.
to do with Bones Art's book?
Nothing, actually.
Ingrid.
We
That's
go
what
back
has
to the
to.
talking toilet, maybe?
No,
Or
women.
maybe
No,
Egyptologists.
I'm looking at Gabby's art and enjoying it, sir. Let's see here. We went past that. Eric is doing something cool. Well, I like that, Eric. So Dorothy is gone to steampunk now. Sweet.
I'll tell you right now, I doubt I'm going to be able to finish.
Why? It looks good already.
So I'm having a little bit of issues right now. I took my colon cleanser a couple hours ago. I had my colonoscopy in the morning.
Yeah.
I have to
Another one.
keep getting up and going to the bathroom. Yeah.
Dude, you're not gonna make it.
I've never had a colon cleanser. Please enlighten us.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant.
It
It is not pleasant.
It's not fun at all.
So they just want to literally clean the pipes out there, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, because they're going to stick a camera up there at 7 in the morning.
Sure.
So I have to take another cleanser at 3 a.m.
Oh wow.
Up in
So
there.
you're not drinking like the 3 gallons of fluid that they ask you to drink?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think they do that anymore.
They do that. Yeah.
Why is everyone so knowledgeable about colon cleansers?
Because I had to go do the same thing.
I've never had to
Yep.
do this. You realize we have a
Same.
blood test over here? You guys are freaking heathens.
They have the blood test, but even if they do have the blood test, it doesn't test for
Yep.
the presence of precancerous polyps.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to take 48 ounces at one time.
Wow. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's
Yeah,
not
tell
pleasant.
me about it.
Yeah.
I have to do it again at 3 a.m. So.
You do realize that you can actually kill yourself by drinking too much water. Did you know
Oh
that?
yeah.
I don't mean drowning
Yeah.
either. I mean just
Yeah. Because your blood
hydrating
cells
yourself.
swell up and explode.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Oh.
water intoxication.
Trust me, the stuff I was drinking, it wasn't my cells exploding.
Aren't you glad you came, Bones Art?
Yes,
That's amazing.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Bones
tier
Art, what is
jokes.
your inspiration for this for your work?
A lot, mostly history. That's where most
That's
of my
so cool.
story inspiration comes from. So for the art, I have like this rule that I have agreed that I agree with my artists is that they need to look like 90% historical, 10% science fiction.
I'm assuming Jules Verne is a huge influence.
Yes.
I mean, as a kid, I listened to a lot of cassettes by Jules Verne. Currently, not really. Mostly, I'm looking for historical. Like right now, I'm making a concept for an armored car that I want to discuss in a video that I'm making.
Oh, nice.
On steampunk warfare, and that's actually one of the first armored cars ever produced.
That's so cool.
By a company. Jerome. So that's what I'm using, and the next vehicle that I want to design is inspired by the first French tank. Well, it's not actually the first French tank, although I have included a reference to that in the Casket Girls, which is the Snyder tank. However, it gets converted a couple of times over the course of the story. First into a kind of like a robot carrier, because they need to ferry robots across a swamp, and then into a jet tank, which is also something that they actually created. Basically, they put fighter jet engines on a Caterpillar vehicle or a tank.
Oh, nice.
To clear the Russians tried to use it to clear mines away,
Cool.
Yes.
Does it look anything like the cars that ate Paris?
The cars that ate Paris. I am not sure what that is.
It's a cult classic Australian movie that Frank Miller was a big fan of, and he actually put the converted bug in his last movie, Fury Road. Yeah, the more you know. Dun dun. Yeah. See there, I actually know something about your country, Amaran.
What did John?
Fable.
Fable? No, it's actually a really bad movie. You should watch it.
Is it a good bad?
No, it's horrible. Yeah, it's awful.
Oh,
It's not,
Yeah,
not a
it's
good bad.
Z grade.
Yeah, it's absolutely awful. I don't know why it's called classic, but people like The Room, and it's god awful.
It's so good.
Yeah, but the room is so bad you need to see it to believe it.
I suppose, like Troll 2 or something like that. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. What is Melissa doing? She has a color circle.
I think she's drawing.
I see
He's
that.
drawing.
Oh,
That's
she's doing
just
she's doing a Zeppelin. I like Zeppelins.
Nice.
Everyone seems to like Zeppelins. This we should bring them back.
I mean, they are very
They are bringing
intimidating.
it back, right?
Let's just not think of the Hindenburg.
No, let's not. I think that's propaganda. It's propaganda.
Yeah, and once was enough. They learned from that.
They did.
It's like we just won't do that again.
Yeah. I want.
Not really with this
Tell
material.
me you don't want yourself an airship. Come on.
Does it get the propellers on the side?
Yeah, no, and giant sails and gardens inside, make it the size of a city. It'd be great.
Yeah, I like so much of the historical reference for like designs and mechanics and stuff. Like when things used to be yeah, right? They were interesting shapes. They moved. They did stuff. Now it's like everything has to be tear shaped, and that's it. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
As
no,
close as you get.
this modern brutalist movement is disgusting.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. Brutalism.
Yeah,
It's
it's
all about
disgusting.
brutalism.
Yeah, things used to be way better looking, man. Everything, clothing, architecture, vehicles.
You know why that is? You know why everything needs to look like shit?
Well, go ahead.
Because otherwise a building would become a monument, in which case the builder would have to, actually take care of it. So they literally make disposable buildings so they don't have to be responsible for it in the future.
Wow, that's cynical.
Hilarious. That's hilarious, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hate this brutalism
So-
movement.
Oh,
Let's just make things that no one will care about.
Maybe,
What?
but everything's
and
like that.
that's-
Everything's
that
like
spawns-
that.
Well, China's got that all figured out. They have self-destructing buildings.
They do the tofu
What?
dregs. Yeah. No, the Chinese
be
just
back.
can't build shit because everybody's corrupt, and they'll use this concrete, but they're supposed to use, but then they'll save money by not using like half of the things you're supposed to use that actually make concrete, and they'll put the rest in their pocket. Every single
God.
place in China is done like this. This is why China's
Sounds
shit.
Sounds a little bit like
Oh.
Boston.
No, not. It's
Oh,
much worse. It's much worse. You literally can
Yeah,
go up
total
to the
threat
side of.
construction, it's called.
Yeah, no, it's really bad. You literally can go up to buildings, concrete buildings, and put your thumb through the wall.
Mhm.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
concrete.
Wait, are they making bridges with this?
Yes, and they fall apart and down all the time. All the time.
Oh no.
Yeah, watch a YouTuber named Serpent ZA. He
Yeah.
talks about it all
Yeah,
the
The
time.
China
makes
show,
a
yeah.
lot of
Oh, yeah,
content in the
great.
China show.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I
No,
love it.
China's in a really bad place, and it's unfortunate because it's not like say Afghanistan, who are just the only thing they could build is mud huts. The Chinese are capable of amazing feats of engineering. They're more than capable, right? But they can't get it with the corruption. Destroys everything over there. Yeah.
I mean,
I think they want everything cheaper,
Nah, but it's all about the boss putting money in their pocket. It's literally corrupted. You can't live in China and not be corrupt. It forces you to be corrupt. And therefore, everything is corrupted. Everything. They literally paint meat. They don't give a shit that it'll poison you, right? They don't care.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's out of
and
control.
fish
China's out of control.
and vegetables. They paint everything. you
Everything.
know.
Yeah. They mix in various things. Like if you get there was a big scandal because a whole bunch of babies died, right? Because there's this very famous company over there that has been doing baby formula, baby powder forever, right? But all of a sudden they decided they want to save some money, so they mixed half of it with something like arsenic or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it killed a whole slew of babies.
But I mean, that's also kind of a bonus for China because they like killing the babies.
They
And it
do.
became
no
huge
babies.
demand in Australia. The Chinese
not
families were
anymore.
buying tons of it
Yeah,
and then sending it overseas.
That's right. Same here in Japan. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We get in cities like Fukuoka and Nagasaki and Kumamoto, we get just waves of Chinese tourists. They're not tourists though. They're just there to buy Japanese products.
Oh, shopping.
Yep. Because everything in China is absolute crap. And then they'll go home and say, "Death to Japan." It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, then where are you going to get your baby formula?
Yeah, well, politics.
dark.
We got a lot of
There was
Jesus, rabbit. Damn it, rabbit.
I gotta go see what.
Remember, you gotta go see what you're doing.
Oh
It's
my
making
God!
me
Oh, I gotta
look
go
at
pull it up
it.
on
It's
YouTube.
insane, dude.
See the color wheel. Wait a second.
my
What's going on?
That's Melissa.
Oh, look at how cute. I like
It's
it.
so good, rabbit.
Oh, there it is.
So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, there's a delay on YouTube.
yeah,
That
no,
is
there is
beautiful,
like
Rabbit.
5-7 seconds. No, Rabbit is so good at capturing emotion in the face. He's so good at it. Yeah, it always impresses me. But look at that, dude. That is so killer, dude. And this is the ingrained character again.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
do
you got
Soldier
it.
Guy, but
I'm happy you did it, dude. It's perfectly Japanese. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, Amy, you are not present. Oh, now you are. Oh.
Really?
Yeah, I can
Is
see it.
it?
No, you
is
got
it
it. I
now?
got it. You got a Japanese
What?
dude with an owl on his shoulder. Nice.
Yep.
And it's a horned owl too. Very specific.
Very specifically.
Who's the guy with the horned owl on his shoulder there, Bonesart?
Actually, it's a she.
It's
and
okay.
That is the 7th chairman.
That
Oh, it's a girl?
That doesn't help me out. It's a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. She's boyish. That's all right.
Yeah. Okay.
You know. Yeah.
Well, there's a reason for that, and I don't want to spoil it.
Oh no, don't.
Uh,
No.
Yeah.
You know, I actually on that topic, I when I in my school, just the way it functions here in Japan, I get the kids at kindergarten, I keep them all the way through high school. That's kind of the way it works,
Oh,
right?
wow.
In my eikaiwa, I have a little girl. She's coming up. What is she? 12 now? 13, 12, something like that. And she always was the super tomboy type of kid. Right? She was always wearing sportswear. She always kept her hair short, and didn't really care or think about it at all. But not a cute kid, not a pretty kid, just a sportsy kid, right? And she studies hard. She's a good student. I like her. But all of a sudden, something changed out of nowhere. Her hair has grown out. She now wears dresses. And she's a stunner. I mean, she's only a little kid. She hadn't grown out yet. But I mean, 12 years old, I'm like, what the hell happened? I mean, it's like out of nowhere. She's an absolute beauty. And I'm like, how did this happen?
Well,
But
they
it-
do.
And
Good for her, man.
Sounds like she found some peace with herself. You know what?
Something.
It's okay.
I don't think she
want
was
to-
unpeaceful before, though, Amy. I think she was a happy
Yeah,
little
that's
sports
not-
kid. I'm just saying the transformation is radical. And good for her. I mean, beauty is power. It really is. So it'll definitely benefit her in her life. But it's just I've seen transformations before, of course. The kids they all go through transformations, but this one's like one of the most radical I've ever seen.
Now-
She's like a different human.
Is
I
she
thought the
still
radical
sports and stuff?
transformation is like in the dramas, romance dramas or something like that.
No, well, kids when they go from when kids get around 12 years old, their brain opens up and there's a couple moments in your life where your brain has transitions. And around 12, your brain, you start as a human understanding the concept of time and your place in it. And this is a very important shift for people. It's a big moment. So at that moment, you see a lot of transformations with kids, lots. Right. I had one kid as a boy. He's the cutest little boy. He's a really sweet kid. A bit too sensitive, to be honest with you. But once again, good student. He studied hard. But just little teeny. He's literally almost a head shorter than all the other kids. And then all of a sudden, around 11, 12, he just shot like a freaking root, dude. And he's the tallest kid in my school now. It's so. I mean, he gained feet over just the summer.
Yeah, I've seen
recently.
No, a couple years ago. He's a high school kid now.
Fukushima, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, new superhero coming. Yeah. But yeah, no.
Stuff that China is dumping in the sea.
Yeah. Well, you do see a lot of those kind of things. It's interesting. It was one of the cool parts of my job is watching how the kids' brains evolve and open, and it's neat. I like it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure my brother has a similar take on that as well.
I bet. It's one of the coolest things of being a teacher, especially if you teach those at that age group. You get to see human development.
Oh, yeah.
That's neat. Yeah.
But sir, let me ask you, why do you think the Japanese media often portrays absent parents?
What do you mean?
I mean, when I see some in mangas and animes, they rarely portray the parents,
Oh, I see. Having two parents. Well, it's the same reason Hollywood does it. It's an easy convention to storytelling, to create drama.
Yeah.
Hollywood does the same thing. Yeah.
Good parents are going to help people
But
avoid
in
a
reality,
lot of
right? I mean,
It's not reality at all. No, especially not here. I mean, there are certain places that have huge single parent problems. America and the black community, particularly, what is that, 80%? Something like that?
Yeah,
like 70, 80%. It's ridiculously high. And then you have other communities that are normal, right? But here in Japan,
in England, also like 50% at the.
Is it overall 50%, or is it in certain communities?
No, I think overall.
Oh, that's monstrously bad. Yeah. No, Japan doesn't have that. We do have single mothers, of course, but it's nowhere near that rate.
Right.
But it's just a storytelling convenience. It's laziness is really what it is, Johan.
Well, because I mean, you basically want to connect with your audience really quickly, and everybody understands parents. So it's like, oh, you take away the parents. Oh, that's sad, and then you're kind of empathetic already.
Yeah, it's just an old convenient storytelling mechanic.
It happens with storytelling, and we talked about this extensively. And I think it's also in Campbell's work. That a parent being there means that child isn't going to be allowed to go out. If you're having a coming of age story and something has to happen to change what's happening, either there has to be a war that calls the child away, but when you have a little kid, a little guy, like for instance in Bambi, the mother has to die in order for the adventure to start. And as people have said this before, you're not going to let your 8-year-old or your 12-year-old go out unless something terrible happens. They're not going to be out there fighting bears. Mom's going to show up eventually. So it has to happen in order that. Yeah, you're going to say, you know what? Why is this child out here? Mom's drunk in the back. Well, that's a tragedy all its own.
It's also tragic.
Mom's drunk in the back. Sweet. You don't see a lot of alcoholism in Japanese storytelling, interestingly enough.
Which is weird because it's a very alcoholic community.
It is, but is it alcoholic though? Because I mean, pretty much every male
absolutely alcoholic.
Yeah, but how do you define it? Is what I mean. Because every man in Japan will have a beer or two at night, but they're not becoming drunk though. You know what I mean? It's like Germans.
It's social drinking.
It's not like the Irish. Who?
Yeah, it's like that here. Because of the German influence in North Dakota, we have a lot of cultural drinking, like social drinking. And I mean, people get drunk, but they're not alcoholics. Like an alcoholic is compelled to drink. They have to drink. They cannot stop drinking.
Yeah.
But some of these people, they show
Pretty
up at
dumb.
5 p.m. and they're there to drink until 2 in the morning, and then they don't drink for the rest of the week.
Yeah, they'll drink it just all week.
Yeah.
That's what I did on Friday last week.
Right. Well, I mean, that's my
I was out
question.
from 6 till 2.
That's my question, Andrew. Yeah. Because
Well, I think another issue is because alcohol is a part of Japanese culture.
It is.
If somebody were an alcoholic, they would not recognize it because
wouldn't say
it's just a part of the culture.
True. That's true. I just don't see many drunk people, though. I see people who are, got a little red in their face and drinking, but I don't see drunkenness very often. It's quite rare for me to actually see it. That's why I asked the question. The unfortunate thing is they did adopt some Western alcohols other than what they have. And one of those, unfortunately, was that frickin' piss water blonde beer.
Ew.
Yeah, it's horrible, dude. I don't, I like in America, I don't understand you if you drink Budweiser. I don't understand you. Why are you
It tastes like
drinking?
nothing.
It's piss. What are you doing?
it
You
tastes
drink
like
a
nothing.
proper beer,
We call
dude.
it piss here. Not all beers are just piss.
Yeah, but you can get a good beer though. You can. I mean,
I'm
the
talking about
British
good
make
beer
some
is-
good beers. The Belgians, the Germans, they make some good beers.
Well, there's been a market change in the beer beer culture here. So
That's true. Moving more toward microbreweries.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Amron. Finish your thought,
Yeah,
please.
it is here too. It
Amron.
sucks.
Yeah, I was just saying, like we call in Australia, we call all beer piss.
Oh, really?
You don't have proper
Yeah.
beer there?
Yeah, we just call it piss.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right.
I guess that's
Wasn't it
that's
in-
that. Yeah.
Sorry if my mic's too loud. Wasn't it for the first Mad Max, didn't the director pay some of the guys with like some beer?
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
money, but I've got
Yeah.
beer. And they're like, yeah.
No, it's a great shoestring budget movie. Mad Max, Road Warrior. Fury
guerrilla
Road has got
filmmaking
some
at its
beautiful
finest.
things, but I didn't like it though. The acting was
Mm.
god awful.
I disagree. I liked it a lot.
I love the visuals. I love the guy. Immortan Joe was
Visuals.
freaking epic. I loved him. But that dude that played Mad Max, that played Max, and Charlize Theron, I expected way more out of her, dude. I was disappointed. Very disappointed. I loved Immortan Joe though. The visual is gorgeous movie,
Yeah.
Yeah, the visuals.
and it's cool that the Immortan
And
Joe was
sometimes
toe cutter
the-
in the first movie. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you ever seen this series, Johan?
Oh yeah, but not the first. The first one, I think the second one, the Road Warrior, I saw it very long ago, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed Fury Road very much.
It is
And
pretty.
then, yeah,
it is pretty.
mhm.
My
Yeah, the
wife
acting
said
is
the
not
same
the-
thing here in Japan. The same with we Americans. We didn't see Mad Max. We saw Road Warrior. She said the same thing. She
Okay.
never saw Mad Max. We watched it together.
Mad Max.
But yeah, I don't know why. It's like Mad Max didn't really make it outside of Australia very well for some reason.
I don't know. I watched it when I was a kid.
So maybe it came to Europe, huh? Yeah, Japan didn't get it.
I saw it.
America didn't get it. Canada got
But
it.
I
Huh?
thought the Fury Road is the world building is very effective and very cool.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
no, it's
And
well
very
made.
effective
It's a
too.
pretty movie. I just
By the-
really
yeah,
disappointed with
and-
Max and the Furioso character. I really disappointed with it. It was not
Yeah, the
good.
character is not the strong point of the movie. Yeah,
Especially with Charlize
And I mean,
Theron.
if
She's
you
a good actor. I mean, she's a bit of a bitch, but I mean, she's a good actress, dude. I mean, I expected her to kick
Yeah,
that out of the
I
park,
don't know.
man.
I don't know what happened to them.
And I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, there are stories. The news in the news they're having a quarrel on set. I don't know.
Oh, were
But
they?
maybe that could yeah that could affect too, maybe.
Oh no, I'm sure it did, but because it's hard to get around those two things. But I do admit there was a lot of good things in that movie, though. But the hype
And
was
they're making the
huge.
prequel. They're making the prequel story.
Are they?
For the Charlize Theron character, yeah.
Oh, that's been in talks for a long time. I don't know if that's actually happening anymore.
Well, it could be fun. I mean, I don't even know why they put Max in it at all. I mean, what's the point? Just call it Fury Road, and don't have any Road Warrior at all. Just have her.
Yeah.
I suppose he's our eyes. He's the
didn't
narrator,
portray.
I guess.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I think it would have been better just with her. But we needed a better performance out of her. That's what I'm complaining about. Because she's a really good actress, I expected something cool, but it was boring as
also
shit.
in Aeon Flux, and that was pretty shit too.
Oh,
yeah, unfortunately, and I grew up with that MTV
forgot about that one.
thing. Yeah. MTV used to be cool. What do they do now?
Nothing.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Reality TV.
Is there anything good anymore on TV though?
16 hours of ridiculousness.
Oh wow.
With Rob.
Does that still exist?
But you go read Elysium, the remains of Babylon, though, because that sounds interesting.
Sure does.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds
It
like
sounded so interesting that I'm on the Kickstarter.
There you go.
Know that all the money that I make on the Kickstarter basically goes to Johan. So
yeah, but
Yay,
oh well, then
Johan.
have my money, Johan.
It is cool
We
looking
love
project.
you,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and these
Now-
special editions are also. I'm really proud on how the special editions turned out.
Oh, that's
as
cool,
well.
dude.
Good.
Now, Johan, I do have a question for you. What is the artist scene
go
down
ahead.
there in Indonesia? I mean, you're a really good artist. I'm assuming you must have a community around you.
Thank you.
Do you have
Yeah.
a community of
Yeah.
artists around you that you interact with, talk with, stuff like that?
Oh yeah. I have some kind of community. Then we gather at Wednesday night. We meet up in one.
Oh, that's
one
awesome.
cafe and just draw anything.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's the group is called literally Catch After Work. Yeah, so we just gather in one cafe and just draw.
That sounds great. Sounds fun.
Now is everybody at a similar level that you are, or is it like better or worse? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think it's varied. I think, and better or worse is very subjective too because they're different.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
just
Very
different.
political, Johan. Very political. Good job.
Yeah, there are sometimes there are the better ones. There are some, maybe there are people who just got into art or just
Okay, yeah, that's kind
maybe
of what I was
just,
asking. I
Yeah,
guess.
beginner. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool though. It
So
is
it's
cool.
very-
Yeah. Another thing I'm noticing here, kind of moving over to Gabby, she's literally using a French curve.
Yay, Gabby! French
What
curse
is
the
that?
bomb.
I'm still not
French
good
curve.
at it.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's a French tool for art.
It's an
Ooh,
engineering
yeah.
tool. My dad, I have a collection of his old stuff from like they're 70 years old.
Mhm.
A bunch of French curves and things. They're fun.
Honestly, I was finding out about all these different drawing tools, and I just about fell over when I found out there's a lettering tool.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I thought I was gonna blow a gasket because I can't tell you how many times I've hand lettered things without a tool and just a ruler.
Oh my god!
I was like, no way! Nobody told me about the
Yeah.
lettering.
Well,
Oh, no.
before the digital age and even the printing age,
Yeah.
people had to do stuff
Mm.
in mass.
Yeah, we had to
you know. And therefore tools are
Right.
useful. There are tons of them. Yeah. Going back to that brutalism versus cool. Nah,
Yeah.
the modern sensibilities are not cool at all.
Yeah, get over your
And we
modern
think
shit.
we're so civilized. Like we think we're so much better than everybody else. Like, I don't know, not to get too political, but a lot of people talk about like decolonizing your mind, and I'm like, what does that mean?
Oh, they don't know.
What
They don't.
what
They, well,
what
no,
do
what
you
do you mean?
like?
They mean let
It
them
means
Decolonize
good.
your mind.
That is what it
They
means.
want it opened up so they can move in.
No, what it
That's
means
all.
is math is hard. I can't do it. It's racist. That's what that means.
Oh, anytime somebody asks you to empty your mind, they have to ask what do they want to replace it with.
Oh, they don't know.
Well, like,
What are they?
yeah, my grandpa always told me it's good to be open-minded, but not so open-minded that your brain falls out.
That's a
Hey,
good
good job.
grandpa.
Yeah.
I like that grandpa.
The colonizing minds is very in here is very topical in Indonesia, of course, because we are once colony from Bonsat's country. So
The Dutch
Oh, yeah.
English, yeah.
yeah,
That's true.
Listen, even the Native Americans were colonizers. Don't even.
yeah.
That's
So
true.
I mean,
Everybody's colonized.
100
Yeah,
years ago,
actually,
Bonsat and I were one country.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
that
but
was that.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
and
my
that
grandfather
colonizing means
designed Indonesian railroads.
yeah, sorry.
They built your
Oh no, I
railroads.
was
That is good.
Oh
One good
yeah,
thing
yeah,
about
yeah,
colonization,
sure.
technology moves, of course.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's like with the Americans. It's like, okay, the Indians came in about 1,000 years before the Europeans did, so therefore it's theirs forever in perpetuity, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
well, like
That's what they act like.
piggybacking off of what Johan was saying, like
Yeah.
there is actual like colonization in the concept of like the Western way of thinking versus the Eastern way of thinking. Like that is a real thing.
Yeah.
But then to have like Westerners who say to decolonize your mind and they've never even left the country, like what are they even talking about?
They don't know.
They are.
Yeah.
They're just.
Yeah.
I want to point out that Alan in the chat has said that Eric is a colonizer right now.
He is a colonizer. He is. Eric is currently at the Toto Wars.
I love that one.
Toto Wars.
That was
Toto
so
Wars.
good.
But it's also like, say, Papua New Guinea, right? I mean, literally, the Maori showed up, what, 170 years before the Europeans or something? I mean, literally, just before the Europeans showed up. And, of course, it's our island. But yet there were people there already, Maori. And you've done a good job trying to mutilate all of them.
How dare you?
How dare I, even? But we see this nonsense all over the place. Humans move. Yeah. We're
Well, not
hybrid
anymore.
species.
Now it's a bad thing to move.
I moved.
Space
I had a
colonization
lot
is
of
also
reactions
part of
on
the
the video about colonialism. We actually made a video on steampunk and colonialism about it. And I had
Yeah, but is it really a bad thing, though?
Well, actually doing pretty well on my channel. But yeah, I had a interesting knowledge of example from my own chat about the topic, because the hilarious thing about it is, like, I remember this one topic, and I used this in the video as well, that, oh yeah, and in my story, then the colonized people are going to use the weapons of the Westerners against them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh yeah, and see, you think that's realistic? And I'm like, have you done any research into this topic? Because, I mean, especially the Indians were very good at artillery. Actually, and this is what my last video, and also plays a very important role in the story of Journey to Elysium, is missile technology.
Oh, neat.
Yes.
Yeah, because the Indians actually developed the modern missile rocket infantry.
Mm-hmm.
Rocketeers.
Yeah.
And the English adopted it from them.
Well, a lot of people forget that pretty much everything that East Asia has comes from India. I mean, the Indians, just like the Turks, are essential culture. As far as moving of technology and ideas, they're essential. And most people just dismiss India out of hand, right?
No, they don't know.
Yeah, they don't. And Rabbit, it's definitely better this way. I saw you flipping and looking at it the other way. No. This is the right
I was
way.
just flipping it to see if it looked right. That was all. Don't worry.
Good, because this
You
is
have
the
to
right
flip
way.
it to see if something looks fucked up or not. Yeah, this is the way I want it to be.
Yeah. It is
It's
gorgeous.
just a sketch, but
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
I
it's
don't
so
know
good
what-
though. The emotion in her face, the whimsy. That's the word.
Johan.
Whimsy.
Yeah.
Johan, do you have the Ramayana in your country?
Oh yes. In the puppet show, shadow puppet show.
Oh yeah, you guys had the shadow puppets.
Yeah,
And there
there's
are
some
many
great
kinds
horror
of shadow
movies using
puppets
those, by the
in
way.
here.
Oh, dude, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
No, I mean in I don't know, maybe in Indonesian movies, yes, but I don't know about foreign movies using shadow puppets.
No. It's I've seen some Japanese stuff, and there's a couple moments. I do believe Harry Potter used a scene of shadow puppets, but you do see it in Malaysia and Indonesia quite a bit.
Mhm.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
calling.
Hello.
Jesus right.
It's an Alan. Hi, Alan.
Headset is giving all
Hey.
kinds of problems. Oh my god, what a headache.
Yeah. What was the problem?
I had to go into like advanced settings in both the app and the install and move around buttons.
Yeah.
You sound like you're on a Beatles album.
Yeah, computers.
I felt like I was in an elevator on a 26-story building, and I pressed every button until I got the right floor. That's what
there
I
you go.
pretty much did.
There you go.
Beatles album is a new band. Just
You know the Beatles have a new song.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually
Last week.
A new song. What?
The Beatles.
Yep.
Oh, you didn't know the Beatles?
Why would the Beatles are long dead? Who's left? Ringo. Actually, speaking of elevators and buttons, I don't know, it was like a month or two ago, wasn't long ago. Family came into the elevator. We were on the first floor going up to our parking lot, and the little kid looked at the parent for acknowledgement because she wanted to press the button, right? And the mother nodded her head. There was no words exchange. And the girl immediately went and took both hands and smashed it on the frickin' board. Yeah, every button depressed. And the mother was mortified. She apologized the entire ride. It was
And I'm
funny.
sure the ride took a
Yeah, no, it was funny. I got a kick out of it because I'm not in any rush anyway. But she was so excited. So she was right. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? And then
Good for her.
Yeah, good
kids.
for her.
More power to her.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. But she wasn't supposed to do that. The mother was very upset.
She let her intrusive thoughts win.
That's
right. Yeah. I'm still trying to understand, is this Mr. Freeze or is this Lex Luthor?
Who are you talking to?
The
I'm talking to
astronaut. I
Amaran.
think. Yeah.
The astronaut character.
Yeah.
Astronaut.
I'm leaning with, I really want to say Mr. Freeze, but I'm kind of leaning Lex Luthor here.
Okay.
Yeah. I love how you did the shiny bit on the glass helm, though. That's neat.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can see that it's glass.
I
Shiny.
can tell. Yeah.
See through.
That means you did good job.
You did good.
I
You
do
win a prize.
love
Good boy.
good boy. Well, I
Where's
do
my
love
stuff?
the fact that NASA has got their Odyssey program where they're trying to send someone back to the moon. They said, and during the interview they were saying, well, we're having a little bit of trouble. We can't get strong enough radiation shields in order to go through the atmosphere. We're working on that. It's delaying us, and it's like. Saturn program, sir?
Yeah.
What is this a reveal of a truth, or are you just morons? I mean, which one?
Everything is fine here. How are you?
Maybe he's a flat earther.
No, this is NASA, dude. NASA.
So they can be flat earthers in NASA.
I guess, but you know what I
That's why
mean.
they're trying to cover. That's why they're trying to cover it up.
NASA.
That's a faux pas right there, buddy. I was like, really? Alrighty.
That's really funny.
It
It's
is.
like, you guys don't have the old files? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, or are they suggesting that the whole idea of the fake moon landing is real? Meaning they could never solve that problem, and therefore they never did leave the atmosphere.
Right.
No, they just risk and reward, baby.
Maybe, but the Van Allen belts are a bit of a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be kind of a little bit fun.
Yeah, but supposedly we solved it in our tin can.
Right.
60 years. Almost nearly 60 years ago. So yeah, but obviously someone lied about something somewhere.
So
or they're doing it now because they don't want to go.
It's just like we just don't want to go. It's gonna take too long.
We can't do it.
We do have the Aurora, and it goes up and down in space all the time. We have video.
Yes.
So it's full of shit. They're just wasting your tax funds. That's all it is. But I'm going to go get some coffee. I'll be back. You guys talk to Bones Art.
What time do we have now?
I think we got about 45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes.
So I
Which
know
means-
you have a lot of historical things that you use for inspiration. Are there particular writers or particular artists from different periods that you like too?
Not particular. Like I like Art Deco and Art Nouveau. But I'm not very good with names to start with.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, no, not really.
Well, you've already got a great artist.
I really learned a lot from his way of world building. Lost Exile. I also mentioned him in my upcoming video on Warfare as well. He was a big inspiration for me, but apart from him, not any one person in particular. I pick up a lot of ideas from a lot of places. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the Bonsard stories is actually I have read the novels, and it's unlike anything I've ever seen actually.
Well,
Yeah,
very
I
different.
don't know anything similar to it.
Yeah. So I can, as someone who has read the novels, I agree.
That's exciting, though, isn't it? To have something that's just kind of different.
Yeah, it's like I don't have like one inspiration. I'm dyslexic, so reading is not a hobby for me.
Hey, me too.
I just write. But yeah, I don't know. I just developed a particular writing style that I also talk about during the Kickstarter. People get access to a writing course that I'm making that I'm not putting up on YouTube. Well, I'm putting it up on YouTube, not publicly. And I also got a lot of positive feedback from comic creators because they never considered what I'm talking about. Because of my podcast, I talk to a lot of different types of creators, and it's funny that you realize that all these like-minded disciplines do not communicate with one another.
Really? Yes.
Like I talk about how comics relate to novels in my workshop. And like I get a lot of, even from comic book creators, I get like, oh, I never looked at it that way. So
It's
yeah,
all storytelling
and
medium.
you will get access to those workshops for just $1. So
Cool.
Yeah, because like with comic books, I I've been dissuaded multiple times from working in comics just because it's not always seen as a high art form. It's seen as like it's like by people who mean well, like they're teachers and stuff and work in higher education, and they just think that comic books aren't as important as like maybe children's literature. Like everybody has their different discipline, but it's like can be hard sometimes because like comics aren't as respected depending on who you talk to, I should say.
yeah, and in Europe,
Yeah.
comics are a high art. So
Yeah, the Americans kind of lost their respect for comic books.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We,
but I thought the comics has got a Pulitzer too. You know, yeah, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it used to be, but
The Eisner Award, yeah.
Yeah, but like
the Pulitzer, the mouse comic, but by
Oh,
Art
really?
Spiegelman. If I'm
I
not
was
mistaken.
I was just about to say, like, I think comics came back into the conversation for like public schools and everything once Mouse became a big
Yeah,
a big
mouse.
hit.
Yeah.
That really changed the game for American public schools.
well, there is a steampunk comic, the Jekyll Isle Chronicles, which is also about history, steampunk and history. They are
Jekyll
also
Island is the American bankers come together to form the IRS. Yes.
The original King Grove.
That's what Jekyll Island
like
is.
Steve Nevedek, and he's making a comic. It's kind of like well, I wouldn't necessarily say a patriotic comic, but definitely a lot more respect for America's history than most comic creators these
Is
days.
it tongue in cheek?
Well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of references to pulp and I'd say 90s G.I. Joe-esque cartoons.
Why did he choose Jekyll Island? That is an actual
pretty
historical
serious.
place.
Yeah, that's right. It's I think they are the League of Heroes is located on Jekyll Isle.
Interesting.
I had giant.
But you just had to be a Debbie Downer, didn't you, Chester?
What do you want?
I might have to check that
it's a
out.
famous place. It's where the bankers literally had their secret meetings to create the IRS and take over the American economy. Literally. Go watch a documentary or something.
I think that's why they chose that, because it probably is a
Yes.
little tongue in cheek.
Bum.
You'd have to ask Steve Nevedek. I don't know. He was inspired by the name, I think.
It's fine.
I'm not
It's
sure.
fine. Honestly, the average person does not have such knowledge bases. So.
No. Well, I mean that's one thing, and like my series very alternate history, but steampunk, and although steampunk is one step away from alternate history, but I have a lot of references to, especially in the machine, to historical events and things and other stuff that people have no knowledge about. Like one of the main characters of the Wrenching Machine, Associate 321, is a former American Navy sailor. But then, after he went to Liberia, he joins the West Africa Squadron, and that's something that, like, people forgot. It's now getting more attention. But has any of you ever heard of the West Africa Squadron?
Yes, I actually, I've actually met James Monroe. You know.
James Monroe.
Yeah, the president of Liberia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Liberia kind of has a twisted. Liberia kind of has a twisted and hilarious history to it.
It does.
It's just it's such a mess over there.
For those listening,
Yeah,
just so you know, Liberia was created after the Civil War, where a bunch of black people went back to Africa to make their own country.
And then they enslaved everybody.
Yep.
Because it was Liberia.
The Pele and the Gu Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was,
but
oh man.
ask any, ask any British person if they know about the West Africa Squadron, and they have no clue.
Oh no, I'm sure most people don't know, but you know, you are talking
Yeah.
to a historian here. Yeah.
So when I was at university, my teachers never told me about that, and I remember asking, like, why did they end the slavery? Not just in the United States, and then it's like, oh well, it just wasn't fashionable anymore. That was literally the answer that I got. So probably if you ask any professor, historian professor, they probably never heard of the West Africa Squadron.
No, that's probably true because you know they always look down on us. But it's true. The Europeans are constantly looking down on the Americans still today. It's amazing.
Yeah, but West Africa Squadron wasn't American.
No, but it's coming
British.
out of the Americans, right?
Yeah.
No.
And you
The
know
West Africa Squadron was before. West Africa Squadron was arranged in the 1810s. The American Civil War had nothing to do with it.
Oh well, you got me on that then, because I didn't know that. I thought it all happened after.
No, they were. I mean, that was the problem because the British got their cotton from the American southern states, and it was highly controversial because they were literally waging a war on slave states.
They were. And although the British certainly owned the lion's share of ending that type of slavery that was going on at that time, a lot of people do forget that the Constitution came out after the Declaration in 1776, excuse me, actually ended slavery as far as importation. There was no further slaves bought in America. It took us, another 60 or 80 years and a war to completely eradicate it.
What to do with people who were there?
I didn't know that it was before that. I know that they were starting that. There was this movement with Liberia and stuff before the war. I do know that. I didn't know the squadron was formed. I really thought it was after.
No, it's I think like the British officially banned. Well, it was already illegal, but it was kind of like wishy-washy how they dealt with it. But it was definitely frowned upon. And I think
They would
it was
allow
a
it
court.
place.
Yeah, it was a court case in 1807, if I'm not mistaken, that actually said, okay, now we're gonna ban slavery. We're gonna liberate all the state is gonna buy up all the states, all the slaves. Like that was like a third, like a half of the annual budget, I think, of the entire country. They spent on that, and then they created the West Africa Squadron to basically barricade the West African coast. But those ships a lot of them were owned by private captains, because that's how the Navy worked back then. They came up with these massive ships, the line. Of course, that did not work very well because the slavers simply started using smaller, faster ships. So then the English started using captured slave ships to do the same thing. And when that didn't work anymore, they started using bigger oars. Yes, size does matter. Like this ridiculous cat and mouse game until the British captains had enough and basically started doing things their way, in which case they got a lot kind of like a Godfather-esque scenario where they started wheeling and dealing with the local warlords, basically turning them all against each other.
Well, actually trying to catch up to the British Navy stuff around the world is really fascinating. So many countries around the world tried so hard to create their own battleships, right, and stuff like that. There was there's a lot of hilarity ensued. like South America, they boasted all their battleships, which literally were just cargo ships that they put a gun on. Yeah, they didn't work very well.
Well, it was a part of the reason why in Thailand, the Thai government was like, shoot, we better make friends with the British.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the move. Yeah, for sure.
I made a video recently. You can watch it. It's the latest video on my channel. That's about Tipu Sultan, and it also goes into like the British politics in India in the late 18th century, and how that eventually led to space travel in my world.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's interesting. Now, with Gabby, with Thailand, you told us that they changed the name because Thai means hope, right?
It means free.
Free. Sorry, free. So I was going Superman there for a moment.
I know it would have been cool if it meant hope.
But no, free. Yeah, free. I understand. I still stand with the fact that Siam is a way cooler name.
Oh yeah, most like I had this conversation with my siblings a couple weeks ago, and they were just like, "Why did we change the name? Like Siam was always cooler."
It's way cooler
because Siamese twins, the first, well, not the first, but the Siamese twins were because they were, they were from Siam.
Right.
So yeah, it's just like, I don't know, our marketing team for Thailand isn't the greatest. Just saying.
Fair enough. What does Siam mean in Thai?
I honestly don't know.
What
it
do you
could
call the
be a
language,
Sanskrit.
by the way? You don't call it Thai. What's the name of the language?
We call it Thai.
Yeah, but what's the real name, though?
No, we call it Thai.
It didn't always used to be called Thai.
I guess, I don't know. They never taught us that in school. I guess it would have been called Siamese.
He's a language guy.
Because Thai is a unique language because the written language is a Sanskrit-based language.
Yep.
The spoken language is closer to certain dialects of Chinese, old dialect of Chinese. Not close to Mandarin. There's a different one. They sound similar. The words are different. So I don't know. That's a good question, Chester. I could probably Google it.
I know the answer. I don't ask questions.
Oh,
I don't
you
know
do?
the answer to. Yeah, I do.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
it's called.
testing
What was
It's
it
called.
called?
It's called Kradai.
I knew that too. I just couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's actually no. It's called Thai Kadai.
Well, historically, it's coming. The creation of that language you're talking about is coming out of the Kra-Dai language families, and it's also coming out of the old Khmer and those kind of languages that you talk about. Sanskrit stuff certainly play a part because you got to understand that the Turks and their involvement in Thailand you can't ignore it. It's very important. But it's definitely the old Khmer languages. You have the Sanskrits. You have the Mon languages, the Pali languages, and of course you have the Kra-Dai.
And you can sort of see the. No, wait. The Turks aren't the Persians. What am I saying? You can see some of the Middle Eastern influence in like our art a little bit.
And your food.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
We've got pointy shoes too.
You do. Yeah.
Did he just say Cobra Kai Thai?
I did.
That's cool.
Yes.
Why was that? Why did you find that funny, Andrew?
What?
Just me.
The fact that you like went on this whole like bombastic like you got to know this, Gabby, and then you just like, well, I know what it is. I mean, you were a language guy. I knew what you knew the answer was. It was just funny because it was like, well, we should ask Chester. So.
Well, like I've said before, the first thing they teach you in teacher school is don't ask a question you don't know the answer to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless you're genuinely curious.
Wow.
Well, but yeah,
Because,
I suppose. But
because the
Where does this
questions
come from?
like what. because like when you ask questions, and you ask a student, then it makes them think. Like, I actually don't know this, or like if it's a question, like I makes them think about it so that they actually use their brain.
Yeah, no, and occasionally you do get a question or something come out of a student you don't know the answer to, and therefore you say, "I don't know." You know.
I know. You know what the better answer is? The better answer is let's find out.
There you go.
That's a good
Let's
answer
find
too.
out together.
Yeah.
Let's find out together.
Oh God, aren't you political? Yeah.
No, I've done that every time, and it worked. Worked like a charm.
Yeah, let's find out. And he could do that today. Isn't that amazing? Someone was asking a question. I think it was Amaran.
Was it?
Or no? Alan?
Alan was saying something, yeah.
Uh-oh.
No. Alan's doing a cool soldier here, though. I like that.
Cool.
Yeah, those are the airborne dragoons.
Yeah, no,
in the
your design aspects you and Johan worked out are really cool. I love the look.
Yeah.
You can see a lot of time and effort went into it.
Good.
That helmet is actually based on something that I actually made.
Oh, cool.
Like many of the costumes that you see in the series are actually costumes that I actually have.
Oh, sweet.
For.
Did you just like costume design, or was it for a project, or?
Well, I guess you call it cosplay. I don't think it's the same thing, but yeah, I for Steampunk, I made costumes. Like for my videos, like my Steampunk Beginner's Guide has a lot of costuming in it. And for some of the story videos, we also use like actual costuming for videos and photography.
Cool.
To go to my channel, there's like a special playlist for stories that take place in this universe.
It's just so rich because you can do all of these different stories from any point in history, and the fact that you have such an enormous knowledge and you've done so much research, it makes it a teaching tool. It could literally be used as a teaching tool with all of the research you've done.
Well, I mean, like I said, I often use history for inspiration, and because I also did reenactment for a very long time, so the details, getting the details in the costuming right are very important to me, like how the webbing works and all that stuff, and the location on the body, because I actually have some experience with that. It's something that's that attention to detail is very important to me. And it's also nice to hear from people like, "Wow, your costumes look like something people can actually wear."
Yes,
instead.
That's a good point.
Let me tell you, I do actually wear them.
Now, there you go. There you go. Yeah. But Gabby, if you really want to look into the history of and it is complicated as hell, by the way, the Thai language, the easiest search for you to do is just look up the Chiang Sen language groups, and that'll take you down that road.
Cool. Because I've always wanted to know, because to my shame, I went to a primarily English-speaking private school, because it was designed to allow students to have an international opportunity.
Oh.
So we didn't get into depth about the history of the Thai language. We were just taught how to speak it and write it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, there's so much going on in that language. It's very complicated. You got so many roots and so many other things that are playing parts, not just with the written language, but the spoken language. Of course, you also have other parts of your language that have Lao in it. You have Isan is in your language as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it's
I have a long lost history. Very mysterious.
In Thailand?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Burmese burned down Ayutthaya and everything just turned into ash, and it's like till this day the Thai people struggle with the fact that we have all this history that just disappeared because we lost one of our wars. It was the
It
most
looks like there's a
it was one of the most devastating points in our history.
Yeah, but you must be smiling now. Now, Thailand's doing great. It's wonderful in every way, and you're right there on your border is absolute chaos.
Oh yeah,
The
it's
Burmese are
just
low.
part of life.
It is. But the Burmese have been a thorn in your side the whole time. You guys do realize the white elephant, which we often do in America during Christmas, but that whole thing's coming out of the Thai,
White.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a white elephant.
I've
too.
never heard of any white elephant.
Yes, you have. It's a Christmas party,
Yeah.
but it's not has
Yeah,
nothing to do with the actual history. It's weird.
I've never heard of a white elephant Christmas party.
What? Really?
What?
No.
No, it's also new to me. What is it?
I do it every year. White Elephant has nothing to do with the story, but White Elephant game is everyone brings a wrapped present. You put them on a table.
Yankee swap.
Yeah, that's right, Yankee swap. And you put numbers in a hat. Everyone takes one out. The first person goes to the table, takes a present, unwraps it. The second person has a choice. They can either take a new present from the table or take the one that has already been taken.
Mm. Oh, I know that I never knew it was called White Elephant.
Yeah, it's a
I've
white
never
elephant.
heard of this.
All right.
Have you ever done a Yankee swap though, Jeff?
No.
No, you've never done Yankee swap either, because that's what
No.
it is. That's what we call it in the States is Yankee,
Yankee
swap.
swap. Yeah.
I call it white elephant, and usually it should be a gift that really is not maybe useful for something, but it's something that's special. Or that when we give a white elephant party, it'll be something that you couldn't use, but maybe somebody else could.
Maybe, and usually the interesting, weird thing is the stuff that people fight over, because that's what it is. People are fighting. Every year in my family, we did it, and my uncle Dave is a multi-talented fellow, or was, and he is just a stunningly good woodworker in the point of like toys, like Santa Claus. I mean, the things he can make are just spectacular. And the old ladies fought over that shit the entire game. It was funny.
Well, yeah, he's got the cool stuff.
No way.
If you want to challenge yourself, Big Brain's left eye is blue. It's a cybernetic eye.
Oh, well, there you
Wait,
go, Rabbit. There you go.
Sorry, I was going to ask what color her eyes are, so I just kind of left them for now.
Oh
What
yeah, if
color
you
are they?
zoom in, you can see it.
I'm looking at a reference with just eyes closed, so I've got no clue.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah. I give you the reference.
So what colors
Not
the
also-
what colors are eyes in?
I think the other eye is indeed brown. I think brown
It's
or green.
green and blue.
Green and blue.
Let
Okay.
me see. I think it's green and blue.
You know,
think I have it
another thing, Gabby,
somewhere.
just for your information regarding her history, you guys have a very similar situation to the Japanese, where a lot of their early history they don't have, but the Chinese do. Right? In your situation, the Chinese certainly have some records on Siam, but a lot of your history, you guys can find it in the Ottoman records.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, because they did a lot of trading with you, and so many aspects of modern Thailand have influence from the Ottomans, huge amounts. Like for instance, your what is that really famous? It's like is it curry or soup? It's like some really famous Thai dish.
Tom yum, yeah.
No, not that one. No.
Let's see. We have potato curry, masaman.
Masaman, there it is. Masaman. Masaman, of course, is very famous, and it literally is a Siamese mispronunciation of Muslim man.
I can believe it
It
because our
literally
word
means
for
Muslim. Yeah.
yeah, because our word for foreigner, farang, is basically our mispronunciation of French. Or there was a French explorer named Francis, so it's like either the mispronunciation of France or Francis.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of interesting things going on in Asia with this. Sir Francis Drake, the guy who San Francisco's named after, that guy. Yeah. But the interesting thing, the people who influence the food in Asia more than any other group, the Portuguese. I mean, the least successful European group over here in the Asias as far as, money making, but their influence on food is enormous. I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah, like one of our national heroes. She was a Japanese Portuguese woman who was born and raised in Thailand, and she created all these desserts that are national desserts now.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, humans share. That's what we do. And that's what makes me laugh when I hear these idiots getting up there and saying cultural appropriation. It's like, who, when, where, why?
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
That's right.
We do. We share everything. Everything is moved around the world.
Should be renamed appreciation.
Yeah, it's cultural appreciation is what it is. That's true. Yeah.
Stop. That is good. I like that.
Well, aren't the Japanese really good at that?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Amy.
They love taking foreign stuff and messing with it. Oh yeah. They're
Well,
really
like
good at it.
what I meant was they don't get offended when a Westerner wears like a kimono.
No,
or
they
a
take
yukata.
pride in it.
They're like, oh, that looks really good on you.
Yeah. No, they why would they have any problem with that? You're showing respect for the culture. I don't know. I don't get it. Alan, do the Mexicans get upset when we wear the sombreros?
Not at all.
Not at all. Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, like is there a dish in Japan called chanpuru?
Well, there probably
Ooh.
is, but it isn't called that.
But the champuru.
Tempura?
Many.
Oh, tempura.
Champuru.
Yeah.
No.
Portuguese dish.
Not
Yeah.
tempura. No, champuru. Champuru. It's
Champon? Champon. Yes. We have champon.
Champon.
Yeah. It's like a vegetable
Not champuru,
noodle
but
soup.
it's different. Oh, okay. Oh, I think it's different because
Are there any Dutch dishes?
I heard a dish in Japan called chanpuru. So it's taken from champur in Indonesian.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I
Cool.
thought so.
No, the
Yeah, I
Japanese
don't know.
happily take food from all over the world, dude. Happily. Yeah. Yeah. Why wouldn't everybody? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Food's awesome.
Yeah, Indonesians are the same too, of course.
If I
A lot
show
of
something
our
really
food
tasty,
are
I'm gonna make it.
is taken from the Dutch too,
Sure. Yeah.
Many
no,
of
it's
them. Yeah.
the only people who are stubborn, hard-headed are the British and demand that our food is great. So.
I don't know. Beans on toast is good. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
It is good. That is true. Yeah.
And then you have don't forget that you have like all of the sweets, all of this like all the cream-filled sweets. They're just so good.
Those are French and German and Portuguese, and they're not British at all.
Go.
How dare you?
Well, sorry.
Three.
Although
like how we
the British did create curry, and that is quite popular around the world. So
Yes,
give them that.
Curry. Great.
Yeah.
I could live off of curry.
I know. I prefer masala garam, but
Oh, hot.
Yeah, I just like the consistency better because basically curry is just a Irish stew that they put Indian spices in.
Yeah, I know it's so good though. Yum, yum, yum.
All that cumin.
Rabbit curry stew is so good though.
I don't really eat that kind of stuff.
What do you eat?
What do you?
Yeah.
I cook from scratch, so I cook like proper stuff.
What does
You-
that
oh,
mean?
no, I
Like,
meant-
sometimes
I meant
I've made
like
Japanese
literal rabbit.
curry. Oh, rabbit! Oh, actual rabbit. Yeah,
Like-
rabbit's good. Yeah. Yeah.
I would have guessed rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're speaking language.
Doomed rabbit.
Yeah.
Have,
Rabbit
have
is
you
great.
cooked
I
with
love
rabbit?
rabbit.
Have you cooked with literal rabbit?
Yeah.
Let me
Rabbit's
clarify.
Rabbit's
From
great.
the butchers.
The animal,
Yeah.
not the person.
Right. Well, the funny thing here in Japan, before the Meiji Restoration, the Japanese didn't eat meat, and the group of people who made leather in Japan, they would eat meat, and they were actually incredibly healthy. But they were called the eta, meaning the unclean, the unwashed, the lowest class, right? because they ate meat. But I find it very interesting how happily the Japanese would twist their own rules just to have their favorite food, because they classified rabbit, which is clearly meat, as a bird because it had long ears, and therefore they could eat it.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that
What
would
a good
also
idea.
explain why they classify turtles as fish.
Yeah, no, so they could get away with it. It's funny. But these days, if you say to a Japanese person, "You ever had rabbit?" they're like, "Ew." It's weird. It was like one of their favorite
yet they eat
delicacies in the past.
They can, dog, they can eat a dog and think it's nothing.
That's the Koreans. The Koreans.
Yeah, the Koreans and Chinese. Japanese
Okay.
don't do that. Yeah. The Japanese eat horses.
Okay.
So
Wow,
does the
pork.
French.
And the Russians.
Which
It's nice though.
Yummy, I'll
no,
take it.
being
Horses
an
not
American,
on
it's
the line.
unacceptable. You don't eat trigger.
I can't
Yeah.
ride horses. I'm allergic to them, so I don't care. I'll eat them all day.
So you just eat them
Well-
instead.
Oh God.
Well, I've got to try everything once, and
Yeah, that's fair.
horses
I haven't had
just
the-
did
I
try
haven't-
it.
horses
I haven't
are just
gone-
cows to me. So
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to have horse or dog yet. But,
I've
you know.
never eaten.
I don't know if
dog,
I could do the
but,
dog.
Well,
I
I,
think it
mean,
would depend,
it's a
'cause
different
wild
kind. It's a
dog
different
is
kind of
different.
dog.
Yeah, it's not
Because
like your pet, is it? You know, you don't.
No,
really
it's a
eat
different.
your
It's
pet.
different than like a pet dog. They're like wild, mangy,
Yeah, no, I
gross.
understand. I just don't think I could. I did try the horse once, although I didn't know I was trying it.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, that's easily done.
Yeah, it is.
How was that experience?
It was sashimi, so I was like, yeah, I did it just to be polite anyway.
Horse sashimi. Interesting.
Well, they eat everything raw
I
here.
just had a steak. It's better. I like.
Do
that
you eat
kind
the
of
frogs?
They do eat them
I've
here.
tried.
Of course, the
Have you had
French do.
snails? I mean, I've had snails.
okay.
Snails are
Southerners
quite nice.
do, but they're French anyway, aren't they?
Oh, you're Cajun, yeah.
Sheldon is shocked that I haven't had dog yet. No, and I shan't. I haven't had cat either.
Yummy, I'll chicken.
I didn't realize cat was a thing.
Yeah, they.
I'm
People-
not eating any.
Go to China, buddy. There's nothing that moves that does
I
not
can't
get eaten.
imagine why I would ever want to go to China.
Fair enough. You know, in China, they'll actually take like a seasoned oil, put rocks in it, boil, oil boil the rocks, and then suck on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Go
you
to
know,
China.
when you
Wow.
have a history of famine and disease and war, you got to get creative, Chester.
I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just getting ready to do it again. They're getting close.
Yeah, no, it's really not good. It's a shame, though. I mean, imagine we go back like 1,000 years ago and be in that China. That would be awesome, dude.
No, about the gutter oil, right?
Well, I'm not saying that they've had wonderful times in their history. They've had lots of bad times. Everyone has. But there's moments
Yeah.
in Chinese history you would absolutely love it. Yeah.
Like the Tang Dynasty.
Oh, no, yeah. It's just, it's such a shame what China's become these days. And you got to keep in mind when Mao Zedong came in, his whole thing was destroy the past, right? This is kind of the standard socialist
yeah,
thinking,
right.
right? Destroy the past. So what did they do? They literally destroyed all the old things, including aqueducts and canals and things like this.
Yeah.
You know, raw spite. Now look what's happened. They have flooding every year. A problem that the Chinese solved thousands of years ago. They have are back because of these morons decided to tear everything up.
Yeah, my grandmother and grandfather on my mom's side fled China during, well, my grandfather was a little bit older, so he fled during the Japanese invasion. My grandmother left right at the beginning of the Cultural Revolution. And my parents had a passion to go into China and do, missionary things. And she always said, "Why do you want to go to China? There's nothing good left there."
Yeah, no, she's right.
So,
they
yeah.
destroyed everything. it's
I
it's
actually
insane.
want to really expand my world on China a lot. Like I'm very inspired by the Taiping Rebellion, one of the most lethal wars. I think it was actually more lethal than the First World War.
Well, they have a lot of moments where a lot of people died, but the problem is the Chinese suck at war. I mean, they literally suck at it. Therefore, a lot of people die. because of their poor ability to make war. But then
You
again,
mean
the
Sun
only
Tzu wrote that book for nothing?
yeah, I know, right?
It's like, come on, guys. I
well,
have a
the
book.
only Asians that can actually make war are, if you consider India Asia, I call it subcontinent, but the Indians can definitely make war, and the Japanese. The rest of the Asians are shit at war, really
Yeah,
bad.
the Japanese are crazy at war, right?
Yeah.
They are really good at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want to do it anymore. They're like, we might
And the
awaken something
Mongols,
again.
don't forget the Mongols.
Well, the Mongols,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you categorize that. I don't have time to go into that conversation. That's a long conversation. But do keep in
Yeah,
mind
I
that they
know.
were organized in their movement by a Turkish prince by the name of Genghis Khan, right? That was Turkic tactics, strategies, and equipment. It is not just some wild Mongolian, a horseman. It's not the reality at all.
John Wayne make a lot more sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, those cultures have been very successful. I mean, their way of war was not suitable for Europe, but still they got far.
Well, it's the mountains, because you got to keep in mind. Like I said, it's a long conversation, but I'll make this simple little comment. The Aryans, which you've all heard about, right, and probably know little about, what they really were a bunch of tribesmen who are really good metal workers, who they were nomads, and they followed the reindeer from the Altai Mountains in Mongolia all the way over to what we call Ukraine today. Just back and forth, following the reindeer, taming them, eating them, and all kind of stuff. Their entire culture. And occasionally, these are thousands and thousands of clans, right? And occasionally, they'd have a little bit of war. And they had a policy that if you lose the battle, then you had to leave. That was the deal. So where do they go? We had the Swabians, of course, eventually, much later, did go into Europe, but led by a chief named Odin. Isn't that interesting? But for the most part, the mountains are noisy everywhere around them, so they just took the easy path out. And that was this big open plain that came right down into a little place we call Mesopotamia. And you have these people that spend every day in the saddle. They are warriors, consummate warriors, coming in these little towns after an apocalypse of an ice age, and they stood no chance whatsoever. They just absolutely took whatever the hell they wanted to take, and that is why so much of the nobility are the whites. Is because it's just they got in, and of course those cities, especially in Mesopotamia, had the legacy of bloodline, right? So you're king now, so your son becomes king, your son's son, etc., 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 and it continue on for an incredible time. So the simple fact that these reindeer hunters literally shaped our modern world is shocking, but it's true.
And then they met up at the North Pole with the elves, and everything changed.
It did. Yeah, but I mean, just think about that. They're a bunch of reindeer hunters, and they changed the world, dude. It's shocking in its simplicity.
You subscribe to the nation of Bardia? You believe in?
Well, sure. I mean, that's a much more modern idea. I'm talking about way long ago. But the Mongols continued that idea for a long time after, because I don't have time, dude. There's the long conversation of wars and interactions and Asian impressions and all kind of stuff. Eventually, these Aryans, these white peoples that were making those migrations, they all just kind of piled into Europe or into the Middle East. And their wars continued, and they continued going more and more west. You have the Huns coming in. You have all kind of stuff. It's a very long history, but it literally shaped our modern world. And it's shocking. All of our religions, all of our iconography, everything is coming out of these frickin' reindeer hunters, dude.
Do you do Asian impressions?
Did they do what?
You said you do Asian impressions?
Do I do Asian impressions? I don't know. Probably poorly.
I misheard.
I missed that joke. Someone help me.
It's just something you said. Sorry.
I think he's waiting for
Not all winners.
That's fair. Well, I know this well. I know this.
It got lost in translation through the megaphone.
It did. But anyway, I am waiting on Jeff. So
what?
Look at the time, dude.
It's your time to
It's 11:30.
shine.
Very good.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. But anyway, everybody, thank you very much for coming in. We've had a lot of conversations, very little about Bones Art stuff, but it does look cool, though. And once again, Johan's complimenting of his art on it is perfect. It's just exactly what you needed, Bones Art. It is wonderful. Good looking book.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Go get it. Now, I'm assuming you have packages over there, Bones Art, that allow people to get previous stuff as well, right?
Yeah, all the books, all the swag is available. I updated several tiers today, so that if you get, for example, the Bound for the Sticks bundle, you also get the affiliated patch to put on your clothes or backpacks or whatever, and the 3D models as well.
Well, there you go. You know, those patches reminded me of my Boy Scout days. I don't know where my sash is. Do you guys know where your Boy Scout sash is? Anybody? I don't know where
I
mine is.
do.
Boy Scouts,
You know
but
why?
I was something similar though.
Left mine in Cuba during the revolution.
Oh, well, there you go. It's unfortunate. But I don't know where mine is. I'm assuming my parents have it, maybe. But you know, the thing is, the Boy Scouts is they're far more widespread than you think. They have them here in Japan, and we even see them in Gaza. Gaza has Boy Scouts.
Yes.
Think about that. And they have rocket launchers in them now.
Wow, got my rocket launcher badge.
Yeah.
Yeah, rocket launcher badge.
I
But
always
those
wanted
badges.
one.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead here and take a look, see what we've got the art. We got some really cool stuff. Let's start with our Australian friend Amaran, who has decided to look at the astronaut. And this book is about going out to this mysterious space station. So, and all of the goings on with that, and it's not displaying for me. What in the hell? It was just displaying. I gave it a second here.
Oh, dang.
And they decided not.
And there we go. Now it's back. All right. So this is Amaran. Come along with me, please, Bones Art. He's done the astronaut, and he's done a wonderful job. This is not what Amaran usually does, but it's freaking killer, dude. I love this.
Great artist.
Yeah.
Mm.
This
I
is
was
also,
great.
by the way, inspired by one of the original NASA suits.
Oh, okay. And there you go. So Amaran, how do you feel about today's offer?
Yeah, it turned out pretty good.
I
I
think
can
so.
make it more bland looking
Very
though.
cool.
Turn that off.
You do the industrial pretty well, dude.
It looks really
Yeah.
good. You've got armor on.
Mm.
The color is wisp.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, the
I
color is
love it.
still armor on, but yeah.
He's got armor on. Is that the joke I'm supposed to be getting? Ha!
No, yeah, man, that's good.
We got
That's
a bunch-
dripping, dude.
We got a bunch of dads in here. Great. Goodness gracious. And Rosa is giving hugs to the chat. Rosa, the chat doesn't deserve hugs.
They do deserve it.
No, definitely not.
I did it for love.
Only Eric.
We need
I did
food
not
too.
Especially
Besides hugs.
especially Sheldon.
Yeah, Sheldon
Yeah,
needs all
yeah.
the hugs he can get. That's for damn sure.
yeah.
And what is this rib he gave me? There was a professor here that told me, go to China and look at history, not Japan. Japan is too expensive and all glitz and glam. Okay, enjoy yourself, have fun. Don't get arrested like day one or anything like that. You know, unfortunately, before Xi Jinping came in, China was getting better, dude. It was actually a fun place to visit.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was really
Oh.
coming along. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's a shame.
There were so many wonderful things. I had planned on trying to go to China at some point.
My
I'm trying to
wife was
visit.
going to go, and then Tiananmen Square happened, and she canceled her flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That didn't
That would
happen.
be safe.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That didn't happen. That's right. But anyway, Amron, this is freaking awesome. If you guys like what he's done, please vote for him in the straw poll. I love it. I'm assuming you like it as well, Bones Art?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's so good. So good. So let me see here. Let me come on over and take a look at Amy. Now, Amy, excuse me, not Amy, Andrew, is you're taking a little bit out of Jonathan's book here today, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
I
line
mean,
block.
I had to represent my brother.
Haven't seen
So.
Jonathan in a long time. Hopefully he'll
Yeah,
come back.
yeah.
This is great. This is Igraine's little doll, who I'm assuming is some cybernetic monstrosity.
No,
Yes.
look at it.
I'm missing the stick smile though.
Well, it's I love the subtlety of the questioning look on the face. It's amazing. It's a blank face and just one little line tells everything. Good job, dude. It's a good job, Andrew.
Well, thank you.
Body language.
Very good, very good.
I don't know that she should be
Again,
standing so close to the fire, though. That's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, Johan also illustrated the book for Enwin as well. That's will be appearing in the final week of the Kickstarter.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah,
and they are very adorable. So get that book as well.
Yeah, no, this is very cool. What do you think of this one? This is the doll. What's the name of the doll?
Enwin.
Ernwin.
Yes.
Enwin, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get wink, wink. I get it. Okay. So, but this is awesome. This is really good. Yeah, no, if you guys like what Andrew's done, please vote for him the straw poll, man. It's really cool.
Nice colors.
Yeah, very nice colors. Yeah, it's a good job. Let's go over here and see. Amy is. Oh, there she is. Okay. Now Amy has done. I'm thinking like a main character guy. From all the. Well, I saw him many times. He's like a main character, right? Or she.
I think so.
Which are
the
we
owl.
looking at right
The
now?
owl one.
Amy. Yeah, Amy.
Amy. Let me see. Okay, it's not loading for. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the owl. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do with the owl. Because the owl that image is really supposed to be a portrait of S09, which is her designation. I'm not sure I'm gonna include the owl. I have some ideas for it, but nothing concrete at the moment.
Oh. Well, what do you think of Amy's piece, though? What is this girl's name?
S09.
Oh, 09. Okay. So an android of some kind?
No. That's her designation.
I see.
Code name.
I feel a lot of Japanese
It's good,
influence on
Amy.
your storytelling.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that?
Because
curious.
it kind of has a Japanese feel to it, which is Johan's fault.
Maybe.
You can hear him. You can hear him grinning.
Yeah.
I have to admit, yeah.
Naughty boy.
Japanese mangas.
If you want to know her name,
It's
you're
a
gonna
good-
have to read one because it actually gets mentioned there.
There you go. Yeah, tell her.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's a great piece. Thank you very much. And this
Yeah,
is
it's
interesting.
more serious than usual.
That's right.
Usual
It
yeah.
is. Yeah, she usually does super
Yeah,
cutie. This
I
is much more
appreciate it.
serious.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, how do you
Yeah.
feel, Johan, of everyone doing your work? What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
the
that cool?
S09 actually
This one by different
was an
artists.
great- yeah, different artists.
Yeah,
But
by
I
neutral
it's
board.
it's very good.
Yeah. Well, I would think it would either be frustrating or it would be elating.
What?
So,
What do you mean? What's
it would be
what's that?
good or bad.
Oh, this is good, man.
Good. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah,
So
that's-
elating will be the word we'll go with. Sorry
No,
about that.
It's good, really.
Yeah. Bright happiness. Yeah. But I love it. If you guys like what Amy's done, please vote for her in the straw poll. Very nice. Let's go over here to Gabrielle.
Hello.
Gabby.
Oh, look how pretty.
Thank you.
I'm waiting for.
Do you know what your
Yeah.
name means, Gabrielle?
Woman of God
No.
or man? Well, man of God would be
Messenger?
the.
No. No.
Is it?
It means
What does it mean,
strong
Chester?
girl. Strong.
Strong.
The Gabrielle means strong.
Oh, really?
And Gabrielle, as in the angel, means man is strong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or God is strong.
Yeah, 'cause
So you would have the female version, so it would be strong girl.
Oh,
Are you all
I feel
muscled
so
and stuff?
affirmed.
Wrong bad.
No.
Yeah.
Like my brother likes to tell me, I've been bulking my whole life. I just need to cut.
Oh, nice brother. Good job.
He's a
Such a-
weightlifter. so-
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I see.
okay.
There you go.
Such a brother thing.
Chester's name is what is it? I think it's ruler of Malaysia.
Yes, that's it. That's correct. Yes. Secret King.
I thought that was funny. I'm going to be
Yeah. But nevertheless, Bones Art, we're taking a look at Gabrielle Geski's piece. I love it. It's this. I would put this like
Yeah, I
on a
love it
card
too.
or something, dude, or a sticker. This is
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
super cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta finish the background, add colors, then I'm good.
Ah,
I was
think
kind of
it's
taking
cool.
my time on it tonight.
Yeah, I would like to see the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bones Art?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, one reason if people want to support Kickstarter, it's the sooner you do it, the more you get, because I give every week I give something away, and I will include the story of S09 in the next one, if I can find it. I'm kind of surprised how popular she seems to be, or at least
Yeah.
her aesthetic.
They like the look of her. Yeah, that's true. And we got many
Well, I was-
different versions of her. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Sheldon
I was
says,
gonna draw the.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was gonna draw the Indian lady, but I was like, she's probably gonna be popular, so I was.
Well, with this,
we
that's
ended up all
interesting.
drawing the same girl.
Well, this version, she looks concerned. She looks,
I know.
drawn and troubled. Whereas Rabbit's version is just ultra cute Japanese anime.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. I like it very much.
Thank you.
Cool framing, strong girl. Thank you, Sheldon.
Yes.
So if you guys like what Gabby has done in the vote for her in the straw poll, man. Excellent. Let's go over here to Kima. Now Kima has been quietly. Now Kima usually is giving me what for, but she must be having a peaceful night. How you doing, Kima?
I could start now and just say fuck off.
Yeah, you could. That would be the
There you
solution.
go.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Good job.
It's great. What are we drinking tonight, Kima?
Whiskey.
Oh, whiskey. What kind? Though?
Oh, just my Crown Royal.
Oh, Crown. Just the Crown. Just my Crown Royal. What is the color on the label?
It is my vanilla Crown Royal.
Oh, there we go.
Gosh, I keep seeing this stuff. Any good?
Yeah, it's fine. I mix it with Coca-Cola a lot.
Holy cow.
Vanilla Coca-Cola?
No, when I was a kid, Crown Royal was very popular in New England. Is it still so, Andrew?
Oh, I don't know. I don't drink.
No, I don't either. But I mean, there were a lot of Crown Royal people when I was a kid, though.
I mean, I guess I've heard the name thrown around a lot by people I work with and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. I honestly don't. I honestly do not know.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Well, in America, we call whiskey bourbon, just so you know. Yeah. But I think this is great. Once again, we got the girl and her owl. This owl is much more larger, and it's different. And it's very cool. I love this silhouette, this side look of her. It's very nice. What do you think,
Nice.
Bones Art? This is Kima.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's
very nice.
Now I'm obligated to write something about that horned owl.
Yep.
Yeah,
you are.
yeah,
Yes, you are.
absolutely.
Yep. That's good though. That's good. That's a good thing. But it's great. If you love what Kima has done, please vote for her in the straw poll. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, there it just popped in perfectly clear. Look at that. Oh, very nice. Your stuff is always clean. It's so clean.
She's a professional.
She is. She is. Mr. Motion, thank you very much for popping it up here. Let's take a look at it. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that. He did one of your soldiers, your dragoons.
The airborne dragoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's cool.
Very cool. quite intimidating. They kind of remind me of the health.
Yeah, it's nice. It's definitely got steampunk. You can immediately see steampunk, but you also got a little bit of the Hellgast in there. It's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The one problem is I didn't finish it, and don't have a picture of it on Discord right now. So
Cool.
yeah.
Well, I'll show it later, but it looks great, dude. Look at that. It's very nice. If you like what Mr. Motion has done, please vote for him to straw poll. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now we'll go over to Rabbit, who is just stealing everything. God, Rabbit. Damn, look at that, dude. Jesus.
Yeah, the painting.
I'll just quit now. There's no reason to even try anymore.
Well, he just
No
punches
reason.
you in the face.
Mm-hmm. No, look at it.
Look at it.
Oh, you want to hit her face?
No, I'm just saying, I'm talking about Rabbit's art. I mean, look at that.
Oh,
Bones
yeah.
art. Look at it.
Like, did you guys?
Yeah, it's perfect.
And he's not even close
Did
to
you guys
done.
see? Did you guys see his piece for what was it? The Little Mermaid one. That one was really good.
The
Like,
Mermaid.
yeah,
Oh,
Mermaid.
The
Yeah, I did that in
Mermaid.
like 2 days because I forgot all about it. I would look
And you freaking won.
And
I know.
I needed the money, so it's all good.
There
I was
you
going
go.
to do the Elysium
Needed the
competition as well, and I forgot all about it. Sometimes I can be bothered, sometimes I can't. I like to do this because I was trying to do something a bit more, Japanesey as opposed to painting for a change. That's why it's taken me forever.
It looks
That's why
great,
I haven't
though.
rushed anything. It's
Yeah.
going to take me like a million years just to do the hair, though. That's the trouble.
Sheldon says Kima's colors are amazing, and she's colorblind. Well, there's a lot of colorblind artists, and I
she
think
just
they
guesses.
I think they rely on the color wheel. I mean, that's what you do, right? You rely on the color wheel and the color theory,
Well,
right?
I mean,
I just
as
randomly
long as
pick
you
a color.
do harmonious or opposite colors and stuff, you're good anyway because you go together.
Well, a lot of colorblind people use value. It's based on
value is
value.
the best, easiest
I
way to
just
do it.
I just close my eyes and just randomly pick a square.
Dude, that's awesome.
That works. Yeah, that works. I mean, I'm using Copic swatches at the minute, so I've got every Copic color for swatches.
What do you do when you need to pick your skin color? You said you pick random colors.
I just hope for the best.
She just draws purple people.
There you go.
She doesn't see color.
Yeah.
She doesn't speak color. I just figured you guys use color theory and the color wheel would be the easy solution. But this is fantastic,
I just do
Rabbit.
what looks good. But yeah.
Bones Art, you want to make a comment on this?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I'm looking forward to the final version. Definitely,
yeah.
It looks amazing.
Yeah,
This is killer. This is like a
Oh,
cover. Is what this
oh,
is. You
something
said
just-
you're going to
just,
do
uh,
her. This is your cover.
Yeah, I love the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Johan, do the interiors and make this your cover. That's perfect, dude. But anyway, if you guys like what Rabbit has done, vote for the straw poll. It's killer. Alan came in late, but he's like, damn it, I'm going to do my thing. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Like 30 minutes. Good job, Alan.
Alice just slaps it out. Just slaps it like it
Yeah.
needs it.
Well, he just copy and pasted, but he did it in a brilliant way.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it needs to be.
Join for your country.
That looks good.
A little bit of Starship Trooper going on here. I like it.
Should be joined for your reality.
Very good.
With multiple realities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
something like that. They are an international force, so they don't serve one country. They are international thing.
Yeah, it's wonderful though. Alan, are you able to speak to us? No.
Hello?
Fair enough.
He was there. He is.
He's
Hello.
there. Look, he's there. He's just
talking.
I mean,
Hi.
caller.
Hello. Yes, we hear you.
Hello. From the great beyond.
I'm caller, long
Yeah,
time
it's a
listener.
little bit small voice, but
Yeah, I can't hear him. But that's okay. We have the art, and that's all we need. It's wonderful.
You gotta get on the roof.
Yeah, you gotta get on the roof.
Yeah, go just
hold
the air.
get the kid to hold the antenna.
Don't worry about the light.
Now, how many of you are old enough to have been actually the antenna toucher?
Me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
of us out of
Man,
fool.
thank God.
Coat hanger.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's funny. Yeah,
No,
I've
go
done the code.
go hold it. Go put because humans are a natural conductor, right? Yeah, I've held many of a Nintendo in my youth. But this is awesome. If you like what Alan's done, please vote for the straw poll. Very, very nice. I think I got everybody that's in here, and I got to go over to the other side. So let me do that. So here we
What
go.
about Johan?
I like yours.
Did Johan draw today?
I don't think so.
I don't draw. I'm the host, right?
Right. No, you're right. No, you're right. You're fine. You're good.
But it's included in the straw poll.
Yeah, he's still on the straw poll. Everybody vote for Johan on the straw poll.
Nobody told me otherwise, so
No, it's all good, dude. Let's see. So I have to go to draw alongs. That's a creepy looking dude. Alrighty. Oh, that's nice. Look what Doug did. We got a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm looking for the actual on the straw poll. So here we go. Now, Rosa.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
You are cheating.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
Yes. This is definitely Raggedy Ann.
It is not. It's that little dolly thing. I wanted to put her in
Yeah, the
outer
doll
space.
that woman has.
Yeah.
It's super cute,
she
though.
is.
Yeah.
She's
super
so cute.
It's a good job.
And
Yeah, I love it,
in
Rosa.
space.
Good job.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you think of this one, Bones Art?
At
least you're
which one are you
finished.
looking at?
It's in my share screen.
Oh yeah, the end one in space. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, very, very nice.
But
But it is Raggedy Ann, though. It is.
She is not
It
raggedy.
is. It
She
is.
doesn't have red hair.
It's so cute.
She doesn't have red curls.
Definitely.
But she does.
But if you
that
like
same
what
look,
Rosa's done, please vote for the straw poll. I will also show you. Of course, it goes over here. Let me just give you a close up of Jason's here, Mr. Motion.
It's not even finished. I'm actually gonna finishing it right now. So.
No, I like it.
Okay.
I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very nice. All right, so you
It
guys go
deserves
ahead and
better.
vote. Get in there in the straw poll. And whilst you are doing that, I'm going to take a look at some of these draw alongs. First one we have here is Jason Gonzalez, of course, Thunder Rat, and he's done an elder statesman, it looks like, or maybe a scientist, probably the bad guy.
Oh,
Yeah, he
that's
did two of them
Ghulam
too. They're
Ali.
both good.
Yeah, that's Ghulam Ali. That's one of the main characters in the first issue.
Well, there you go.
And those who back the Kickstarter will also see the rest of his story, which is going to appear in the next video. That's going to be backers only for the time being. I also wanted to suggest something for the next stretch goal. Actually, we made the next stretch goal, but somebody retracted $100 pledge. Yeah.
It's happened.
But the next stretch goal is an art sampler and a comic book sampler. I could include the art that's made here today with your social media information if people are interested.
Yeah, no, that's always cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're
Absolutely.
good.
Here's another version from Jason, by the way, Jason Gonzalez.
Mm.
He's kind of good at this art stuff, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He's great.
It's really
That
nice.
looks real cool. I like the
Yes.
subject he picked. That's neat.
It makes me think of the Wild Wild West, yo. No? That was a Will Smith joke.
Yeah, I know.
no.
The movie.
I actually
The
enjoyed
series
that
too.
movie. I'm not allowed to, but I did.
No, the
Why
robot
aren't you allowed
the spider robot is too good.
It is too good, yeah.
Yeah,
And
really.
that came out
Yeah,
of the
well-
failed Superman movie, even. It's kind of cool. But this is great. Thank you very much, Jason. Yeah. Let me go over here to Twitter.
The Kevin Smith story.
Yeah, the Kevin Smith story. That's right. So, all right, let's see here. We got the Marvels. What was your favorite part of the Marvels? None of it. Okay. We got this Ian Miles Chung guy. Okay. He doesn't look like my. I like my Cheech and my Chong.
Yeah, that guy blew away a bunch of protesters standing in the middle of the road.
Did he?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Is that a
they were
good
blocking
thing
traffic.
or a bad thing?
They were blocking traffic, and he just walked up and killed 2 of them.
He just started blasting.
Yeah, he just
It
started
was
blasting.
inevitable, right?
Once
I mean,
again,
someone was gonna do
is this
it.
a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, to be honest, it's like, well, somebody finally did it, and then it's just like, ooh, that was pretty.
Well, it
messed
was in
up.
Panama. It was in Panama.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Panama.
He
Well,
looks
then
like
that's
a
fine there.
Looney Tunes character. Who is the Looney Tunes character who likes to shoot people?
Yosemite Sam, maybe?
Oh yeah, he remind me.
How
of
did
it.
someone get this shot, though? That's what I want to know. How did they get this shot?
Yeah, it's an incredible picture.
Is that like a bullet casing flying past?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, how did
Yeah.
someone get this shot? You know,
And I love
shot for shot even.
and his facial expression is very just. I'm so done.
Yes.
I've had enough of this.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know, good or bad. But
Yeah,
keep in
wild.
mind, there's another thing coming up recently with these kind of photos. Something we didn't think about because we all thought that all those videos coming out of the Hamas attack, the massacre, was just GoPro'd. No, CNN, Reuters, New York Times, AP,
here.
they had actual reporters embedded with them.
It
Think
was-
on that for a minute.
They
Think
they
on
went
that.
along with it. They went along with it.
Yeah, it's
They-
absolutely disgusting. Look at this beautiful room. That's a beautiful room. This thing again. Okay, that's the big news, huh? I didn't know. What? Stop it! Okay.
I don't think you can show that.
Yeah, I didn't show it. This is Dr. What? What's wrong with your brain? All right. Ooh. Mean Girls reboot. Why in the world would you need that?
Would you ever want that?
Yeah, it's so
What
weird.
does that mean?
I don't know, dude. I'm looking for fun stuff. That's no Daisy. Go away, Daisy. All right. Ooh, what's your favorite party? This is from the
Art.
Rippaverse stuff. Okay, cool. Don't know what. So watches. I like watches. This is CG art. Let me count the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an improvement. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Look at that old comic book look. Ooh, Magic the Gathering, dude. You know, I was lucky to be involved in the original testing of that because I was at university at the time.
Because you're so old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mainly. Okay, you can go there if that's what you want. It's this Tim Pool guy again. All right. So they're oh goodness, we're attacking. What do you FBI? Didn't you learn for anything from Ruby Ridge? All right.
Yep.
They didn't learn nothing, did they? I'm not finding fun. I want fun stuff. Damn, where's the little, where's the cute cats and seals and shit?
They know
Maybe
you.
you should subscribe to a cute animal.
I should. Well, I
Yeah.
have though, because my wife does stuff, and we've seen them many times before. But Cyberfrog, very nice. Well, I'm not gonna get anything fun, I guess. Link.
Guess not.
Okay. All right. Fine. Well, fine. I'll do my job then. If I can't find something fun. All right. Here we go. Once again, thank you all very much. Hopefully the straw poll voting is going well. And let's take a look and see what Blue Moon Cartoons has done. We got an astronaut doing the jig. Looks a little bit like Buzz Lightyear. Sweet.
That's great. Good job, Doug, always.
That's great. Yeah, no, he always kills it.
It's a dog show today.
And this bad guy. Oh, that's wonderful. Look at that. I love his characterizations. There's so much emotion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I hear a wild Eric back from the toilet?
No, Eric took off.
Yeah, the toilet called. Yeah. Oh, well. Well, let's
This
go ahead and
box
see
too?
what music he's attached to this.
Hopefully it'll play.
He always picks the best music. Doug
He
does.
does.
I like when he posts the music that he played with it to the thing. Because then I get to listen to it too. Be like, oh yeah, that's
What's he saying here. What are the lyrics? I can't.
He actually reposted I saw him in Kane's picture and put Metallica song with it, which was awesome. Yeah,
I don't know
he
what
did
the
great on
lyric
that.
is. I can't hear it. But anyway, it's wonderful stuff. Of course, Doug, we appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. And let me go ahead and come over here and make my votes. So let's see here. There we go. And oh wow,
I'm sorry.
that decided.
Did we look at Melissa's?
Oh no, did I not?
I lost my connection.
Oh,
I
that
messaged
is
you back over.
my
Do you want
fault.
to select my key?
Irresponsible me. Can you put it up real quick? Oh, there it is. All right. No,
Yeah,
I
it's
messed it up.
playing.
Oh, look at it though. It's cute. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
She's moving through the clouds with her little airship. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier.
It's cool. It's a pretty cool ride, right? It's a house and it's a plane and
yeah.
gambling.
Yep.
If you want the full story about the Nimrods, they are included in the special edition of the comic.
Well, Melissa
That's
is also
cool.
the straw poll. If you like what she's done, vote for it, please.
I like
Very
the
nice.
clouds moving over it. That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. This is cute. I really would love to have an airship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love one.
An air yacht.
Yeah.
A sky yacht.
Yeah. I wouldn't crash it. I don't crash.
I tell you what, it would be easier. It would definitely be easier for you to sail around the world if you were in the sky. That's for sure.
It would be less waves, less pirates.
So do you
Less land, less
ever
pesky
not
land.
in the blimp?
Oh,
I do have to worry about pirates actually in this modern time. It's weird. Anyway, who won the Drawn and Quarter Ultimate Edition Journey to Elysium competition? Let's see. I have choices. I have many. Look at all the names there. I already know who I'm going to go vote for, but still, I'll read through them for you. So I could go with Andrew, post-pre-retro futurist artist Fleming. I think that's appropriate. I would have put furry in there somewhere.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't
Well,
know
I've done furry too many times.
That's fair. It is fair. I like it, Jeff. Though I like it.
I don't understand why. I don't get the joke.
You don't get it. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't get it. I don't know.
I know. We know.
I'm
You're
so
a New
sorry.
Englander. We're rather thick-headed. Or I could go with Steam Piss Beer Amra. That sounds bad. That sounds really bad.
That's a really good band name, though.
Steam Piss Beer.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Kima says, "Who you calling punk, eh?" That was my best Canadian.
That was Canadian?
Yeah,
You fucking failed.
I know.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Who you calling
punk,
eh?
Who you calling punk, eh?
E. There you go. There you go. You got the E. You gotta like pull your face in to say it correctly. There you go. We have one Doom, the Zeppelins with Lasers Rabbit.
I want that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Alan, colonizing Taco Bell Alonzo. That should have been Eric's.
Yeah, Melissa, you're echoing, unfortunately.
I was trying to.
Well, I saved something special for Eric. So.
Okay, well, I'll get to him in a minute. Alan, where he went with that, with the colonized Taco Bell. I could also do Gabrielle. It's always been called Thai Chester Getzky. Very nice. You tell him, Gabby. Okay. Amy, my character is a girl, Chester. All right, fine. I have a hard time telling sometimes these days. It's confusing.
Oh dear. Poor Chester.
Yeah. Melissa, warp speed, airship artist Lester. Very nice.
Oh, I like that.
Jeff is paying attention.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, good job. Mr. Levitating Locomotives Motion. I like the alliteration there. Good job, Jeff. Levitating locomotives. I like it. Rosa, Texas 6-gun steaming pumpkin mama. Dior.
Ooh, that's nice.
There you go.
Very nice. Johan should not be on here, but it's okay. Johan, inventor of the first steam-powered potato gun, Alexander. I think the actual person who made that would probably be a little bit put out by you, Jeff. Okay.
Someone actually made a potato
I
gun?
like potato.
Oh
It's
yeah.
okay.
There are you didn't know there are potato gun competitions in America?
I would do
Sounds
it.
about right.
It
I
does
would do
sound
it
about
too.
right, doesn't it? And of course, last but certainly not least, although we didn't get a piece of art, Eric Mount Krakatoa Hawkins. Yeah, that's down in your area there, Johan.
Yeah, Krakatoa is supposed to be in my area.
It is.
Not
And it's
not
one
in
of
my
the
area, but it's
it's one
it's
of the
in my
cooler sounding
country.
Southeast Asian words.
Yeah,
That
but
is
it's
true.
slightly.
Krakatoa,
I would have to say
yeah.
there's a slightly different eruption going on with Eric.
Yeah, no, maybe slightly,
Oh.
slightly. Well, his colon
Boring.
medicines, his colon cleansing medicines. But
It is a shame he
So
wasn't here to do
sad.
that one.
it is a shame. Well, the thing, Johan, with Krakatoa is it was bad.
Yep.
It was
Yeah,
really
it's
bad.
it is the disaster, you mean?
Worldwide one. Yeah, it was very
Oh,
bad.
there are two, I think. The
Well, it's
one
probably a
who
series of them. You're right. Yeah.
And there's
there are one
Krakatoa.
more that cost you a year without summer. It's
It's true.
Tambora.
That's
It's
true.
That's
different
right.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
happens all the time.
Ooh,
You see all through many writings a year without the sun, and that's all volcano related, right? But anyway,
Yeah.
who am I voting for? I know who I'm voting for. I mean, that's tough though.
Everyone is doing great today.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
know. I really love Gabby's.
So pretty. You voted for me last week. It's okay.
I know, but and Andrew. I mean, not Andrew. Andrews was cool too, but Omron
Oh.
killed it today.
The competition is stiff.
It is. I gotta go rabbit though, man. I gotta. It's just too much. Although Omron or Gabby that's hard, but I'm going. I made my choice, and I was wrong. There you go.
Okay. What? Well, you can't have a wrong opinion.
I was wrong. Yeah.
Wrong.
But I know I get it though. Omron's is absolutely killer. It is. Gabby's was too.
It's a bit of a surprise, actually.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
a good piece, Omron, man. It's really good.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check's in the mail, everyone.
Check
Voted.
in the mail, everyone. There you go. So awesome. Well, thank you all very much. Of course, we're going to wrap this up here. Then we're going to go take a look what everyone's doing. And then, of course, we'll let Bonesart talk a little bit more about his project. And we'll look at his trailer, which we always do. So let's go ahead and say thank you to all our artists today. Of course, thank you to Eric, who is having issues. Johan and Rosa, of course. Mr. Motion, Amy, Alan, Melissa, Keenma, Andrew, Gabrielle, and of course Rabbit. But our winner today is Omron, and that's awesome. Claps for Omron. Claps for everyone. Very good.
Congratulations.
Rabbits looks like an art germ piece. Yeah, it's coming along that way, isn't it?
It's showing up.
Yeah.
A what?
Well,
Art germ.
Art germ. Yeah.
I
It's
have no idea
interesting.
what that means.
He's Singapore.
He's an amazing artist. Yeah. But actually, Andrew, I got a question. Have you noticed that a lot of this CG art looks like art germs art?
Yeah, because it's that like flat. Everybody has the same face. Like like emotionless. Sameness to it.
I love his art though.
Yeah, he's a talented artist, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't draw the same face over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so many people do that. I try so hard not to when I draw my own characters.
That's why
it's easy to fall into. That's the trouble. It is easy to do.
Yeah, that's why I say every artist needs to take an animation class. At least one. You need to take at least one animation class. Then your art will explode, and you'll draw emotion. You know how to do facial structures. You know how to do all that stuff. But a lot of people just like the pretty face, and that's what they subscribe to.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, he does
a
get
lot of
paid to do
emotions in
that.
people's faces.
Stanley
That's
Lau.
true as
Thank
well.
you, Shelby. Yeah, no, but anyway.
I say a win.
What was that?
Nothing.
He said the eyes at the window of the soul.
Yeah,
So the wind,
I
that is
flubbed
true.
it a bit.
I heard you.
That is true. That is true. Alrighty then. So let's go over here and talk to the artist now. Bones Art, we're gonna come to you in the end and let you talk about, give your kind of final elevator pitch for your project. Then I'll show your page and look at your trailer. But we're gonna go through the artist first. So let's start over here with Amaran. He's working on a nice 4-color lady here. So how you doing, Amaran?
Yeah, not bad.
Oh,
What?
cousin. God damn it, you bastard.
you know the reference already.
I do. You know how many people have thrown me this picture or this video? This
Yeah.
GIF. Yeah. People are relentless. But yeah.
It's my take on it.
Well, she's a bit more ample than in real life, but that's okay.
Well, this is my own original character in the same situation.
Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You're doing a JD. That's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta put Iron Man in
so everyone wants to know, particularly the girls and I, what'd you have for lunch?
Ham and cheese. Ham and cheese toasty on turkey bread.
Wow.
That is
sounds
so
nice.
sexy.
I haven't eaten anything today.
Delicious.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
You're
your
gonna have
why.
to work through that first.
I often forget to eat.
Hey Amaran, where can we find your art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find it on DeviantArt and Twitter and my Patreon if people actually went there. But yeah, it's very not safe for work though.
Oh, it isn't. Do you use
It's not for
Pinterest?
everybody.
It's not for everyone. No.
Okay.
No.
That is so tasteful of you to say it that way.
Well, when I'm collecting art for presentations, I use Pinterest a lot. It just seems to be the easiest way for me to do it. DeviantArt's a
Really?
bit, well, because you got to go back and forth. It's the DeviantArt's not convenient. It's not fast. If I'm putting together,
I got like hundreds of like pictures on there, but yeah, I haven't posted anything for like months now. But people are still like favoriting my pics constantly. I'm getting new watches nearly every day.
Part of it's because of the whole thing with the AI thing that they came out with. Because
It's flooded with AI art, but you have the option to tag it to say it's AI art anyway. So
Yeah, DeviantArt is like all AI art now.
Yeah, but
yeah.
That's not. I don't think it's as it is right now. It's not going to hammer you guys when they get
No.
AR to the point that it can become all different kinds of artistic expression. That's when it's going to be troublesome.
Well, they're taking.
I just went on the main DeviantArt homepage right now, and every image, save maybe 2 or 3, is AI art.
Yeah.
AI won't be able to do traditional. I mean, I can get my oils out and paint a proper like portrait. They can't do that.
AI will never be able to because it will never be smart. It will never be smarter than what we are able to program it to do.
Right.
But the thing that realize
Also,
is
you can't feel emotion.
Yeah.
But the AI itself is actually taking. So let's say that I make art and I make my special art that has the expressions and things that it does right. DeviantArt, I now have to go in and tag each one. Do not give this to AI to use for its database.
No, that's not how AI works, though. AI does not steal anything. Users put it into an AI program. Like, AI will not copy art without your permission anyway.
Well,
People have to program it in.
You had to go in now and do that because evidently DeviantArt had done it for a while, and then they finally put the tag on there, please do not use it.
Well, people are probably just doing that.
As somebody who has programmed and used AI art programs and played around with it and know how it's like done, like it's not possible. There's no online library that it's picking from. A user has to input it themselves and train it.
Yeah.
In order to do that.
I've played around with it quite a bit too. It's you know, and I get the explosion because people like me who love art but can't do it. It is fun to play around with.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, but it shouldn't be. It's not professional.
I spent a couple months at it, and it still needs time.
My favorite thing is actually for avatars, things like that. You put in a couple of photos and you say, "Okay, put me in an oil painting," and it makes it a lot better. Then I don't have to worry about recognition, and it's still me, but it's me looking better.
Well, I think it's something you guys can use for taking a piece of art and changing backgrounds, and I think for an
1,000%.
artist, yeah, it's useful.
I've seen it just do it myself. I don't like it at all.
Well, that's
it's
fine.
like no skill involved.
Well, because when I was using it, I kept like doing certain areas over and over and over again to like fix a hand, and by the time I actually got the hand, I was like, it would be easier if I just drew it myself.
Just drew it.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be so much faster.
I do think that in the
Art.
future it will be useful tool for artists, though.
Yeah, it'll speed up workflows,
Yeah.
but it shouldn't be like it won't create like the full piece of art for us, basically.
No, you.
Well, if it does, there's no point being an artist anymore at that point. You may as well quit.
Not
I
according
would.
to the people who love using it though. They
Well,
genuinely
they're
think they are
morons.
artists.
I hate those people. Yeah. It's the same music. It's the same. They see music coming out of it as well, and it's all freaking garbage.
Yeah, it's all copy and paste samey stuff.
Well, just remember, reality is stranger than fiction. So who knows what'll come out of it, you know?
Yeah.
But let's move along here. Andrew, since you're talking, tell us about what you
Yeah.
do. Are we up to page 5084 yet?
We're almost there. This week on Patreon, if you are a Patreon subscriber at patreon.com/AFLM, you can read all the way up to this Saturday. You can read all the way up to page 641. I will be posting that there. But if you want to read my comic for free, you can head to solariansun.com, where I will be posting up to page 273 or 74. I can't remember which one it is anymore. But that's up to that's the start of chapter 10 that will be starting for free. Then of course as a subscriber, and coming along in January, I have the Kickstarter for Solarian Sun Volume 3. The pre-launch page for Kickstarter for Solarian Sun Volume 3 is now up and available. Jeff has it in the chat. I've posted it in promotion and critique. So if you want to jump on the and get early notifications for the Kickstarter that will be launching in January, Solarian Sun Volume 3 is on its way.
There you go. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, let's move on down here to the girl, Lester sisters, Amy and Melissa.
Hey everyone. Hi. Thanks for listening to everybody. And this was kind of fun. I like the idea of drawing a character and like the owl and like, oh, you know, if it's an over the shoulder shot, the owl doesn't carry. You just kind of turn his head around and be looking at you guys. that idea kind of tickled me. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing that. But yeah. Awesome to be working with Johan here again as a guest and our great writer friend Matt and working on the project. So thanks for coming back, guys. This has been a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to draw a new character and a new take this time, so that's exciting. Congrats on all the hard work on your book. I'm glad that's coming along. Work on the engine's coming along good, I think.
Yeah. I mean, not a lot of big news, but things are quiet now, but still waters run deep. Cool things are coming. And oh my god, we're doing backflips when I finally get a chance to talk about it.
Yes.
It's gonna be awesome.
We'll get some animations going and go, here, this is what it is now. Oh, that'll be great. But I mean, we're doing really good making up time.
Yeah.
That was working out great. So thanks for your support, everyone, and coming to see us and cheering us up and cheering us on. We appreciate it. God bless you all.
God bless.
Very nice.
Mhm.
All right, good. Thank you very much, girls. Let's see here. Let's go over to Gabby.
Everyone, thanks for showing up and voting for us and hanging out for a bit. You can follow me on Instagram at gabrielle.geski. And I do still have a piece up on sale on Eric Ninotowski's Shadow Century Origins Indiegogo page. And the Halloween special trading card set of 10 is also available.
Wow.
Check it out. Thank you.
We should
Have a
do
good
an
night.
Eric Ninotowski night. I like
Yes,
Eric.
I think so.
I would think it'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you very much, Gabby. Let's see here. Keenma is showing a little bit of her character she's working on here.
Hello.
Hello.
I see your character has the psychopath haircut. Nice.
Yeah. And it's only been that way for 12 years. Yeah. But no, I've been working at voice me, and we've actually launched a Deck of Fates now, so we're posting every week a chapter. So we're on chapter
That is awesome.
4 now. Yeah, and I think it uploads every Friday. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you feeling famous yet?
No.
No.
What? She is.
No.
Everybody here knows her. She's great.
No, I'm just an anchor, so no.
There you go.
No.
Well, no, Kima, I do remember the first time I saw this haircut, I think was Tank Girl, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. I love that movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Comic Book
that's a
Bob
good
has come
movie.
on and he says, "Toy like a toyga." Very good.
Actually, this character I'm drawing is actually one of my best friends. She
Oh.
modeled for the character and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, reference,
Yeah.
real life references. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, Bob Ross.
Does she
did
change up her hair?
Life
Or
references.
she's got the same style?
Bob Ross, the Zen master, was life. Okay, very good.
Oops.
Sorry, I had to give a little shout out to Bob, the man.
He's great.
He is amazing.
Happy trees.
Happy
Beat the
Corn.
devil. Beat the devil out of it.
Well, I'm telling you what, if you're having a bad day, go watch some Bob Ross and you'll be better.
That's true. That's what
Bob Ross is great.
It's so zen.
He's so awesome. Yeah. Jason, how you doing?
No, good. I'm continuing the drawing a bit. I gave him a pistol too, so you're welcome. Anyway, yeah, you can check my Instagram on creation.jason. A lot of cool stuff there, and right now I'm just starting on some Christmas pictures right now. So yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
Hmm.
Christmas is good.
Shepherds in the
Yeah.
Field is one of them.
Yeah, I know there was a controversy last week because some department store in Britain decided to put a hate-filled anti-Christian commercial out.
Interesting.
What?
I
Yeah.
don't understand. Well, I
That
don't
sounds
watch TV, but I mean, I wouldn't care anyway.
Well, I guess it's the tradition over there for the department stores to put out Christmas commercials.
Yes, isn't it over there?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas commercials start and it just never fucking end.
That's fair. We do it with Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, yeah, you Super Bowl, you have all that weirdness shenanigans, yeah.
But it was a direction to go, I guess.
Was there an anti? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch TV, so I wouldn't have seen it.
Oh yeah, a lot of British commentators were not happy. Yeah,
Mhm.
not happy.
I didn't realize there was that many Christians. Was it just like blatantly bad though? I mean,
I don't even know it
like-
was a
like-
Christian thing. It was just, Christmas is a fun tradition, and it was just hateful. Literally burned Christmas is what this department. It's like the biggest one in Britain as well. M and
Wow.
something.
Oh, that is weird. Marks and
That can't be
Spencers, I'm
good to know.
assuming.
Well, they
and
showed
M&S,
the
whatever.
last year's, and it was very Christmassy with elves and Santa, and it was very, very nice. But this year,
You
they
got me
decided-
curious now. I don't know what.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah. But the bigger back end controversy came out of it was because they had, in Britain, their colors are red, green, and silver for Christmas. And they
That's
threw
not-
all the standard party hats and poppers and all that kind of stuff. They threw it in a fire to, burn Christmas. But then all the Palestinians got upset because it kind of, sort of, a little bit looks like their flag, kind of.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah.
I heard that part of it.
So stupid.
All I can see is fairies making in hand puppets become
It's
alive.
Marks
It seems
Spencer.
very Christmassy to me.
No, the one I saw was super anti-Christian. Yeah.
It's Marks and Spencer is what it's saying. That's that's the only thing I can find. It's Marks and Spencer's.
M&S. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. But this one doesn't seem anti-Christmassy.
Well, the one I saw was very much so. But I whatever. I'm just saying a lot of commentators were upset, and it was big news last week. So, but anyway, since we are talking to Rabbit, we're talking about Rabbit, this wonderful art. Is there anything you'd like to talk about? What you're working on there, buddy?
I'm not working on anything.
Not working.
No,
on
that's not entirely true. I'm mastering my album at the minute still. I've got
Yeah,
like
when
one
is your
track.
album coming out? That's what we want to know.
The single's literally the first single's pretty much done. I'm just gonna tweak a few little things on it, and then that's done. So I'm gonna release one song to start with, because I got to go through and do the whole album after that. because that take a while. It's going to be hopefully before Christmas. That's what I'm aiming for. But the music video, hopefully we can do that before Christmas as well.
So this is Christmas.
The thing is, it's done. It's just because I have to master it instead of paying somebody to do it. Because we're recording with my other band at the minute as well. So, we've got like a million things to do at the minute.
That is a good Christmas song, though. That's the Beatles, right?
Speaking of Christmas, speaking of Christmas, though, I just found out something crazy. The voice actor for Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, right?
Mm-hmm. No, but
she she sang the original Santa Baby song.
Oh, Ursa Kitt.
Ursa Kitt.
Yeah.
Yep, I had no idea until yesterday.
I thought that's actually one of the was it Madonna or Christina Aguilera? One of those did a remake of that. And it was actually really good.
Ba-do. Yeah, that was Madonna.
Santa Baby. Da, da, da. One of the biggest Christmas songs, though, Jeff, was the one from the gay guy there, George Michael, Wham. And, but that song gets sung every year. You hear it every year, and the thing it makes me laugh because the whole song is about a horrible breakup.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And it's like one of the most popular.
Can I interrupt real quick, by the way, because it's like 6 a.m. and I still need to work.
Oh yeah, no, fine. Let's get to it. I have to apologize. But Alan, you got something to say real quick? No. Okay, perfect. All right, let me go over here.
Wow,
bring
poor
it up
Alan.
then, and let's go over and take a look at the page here real quick. So let me go ahead and play the trailer, and let's take a look at it here. It's long.
1791. A celestial anomaly appeared in the heavens above. The Elysium megastructure, vast and enigmatic, loomed in the orbit of the moon, defying explanation. From whence it came, none could say. Some believed it always had been there, hidden among the stars, biding its time to re-emerge. In 1822, a visionary named Ghulam Ali embarked on a daring mission to unlock the secrets of the Elysium object. But his quest ended in tragedy, with rockets lost to the fickle tendrils of fate. Ghulam Ali, once revered, became a reclusive figure on the Babylon project, his private platform in the middle of the Atlantic, where he lived in solitude for 50 years, until the world had need of him again. Unannounced, a powerful figure of influence knocks on the palace's gates to deliver her demands, whatever those might be. Unravel the mysteries of the Elysium megastructure. Discover the secrets of archaeology, a city like no other, where refugees from lost worlds forge new identities. Join us on a journey to Elysium, where science fiction, steampunk, and fantasy collide in a tale inspired by Jules Verne, Moebius, and Robert E. Howard. Prepare to embark on an epic adventure like no other. Support Journey to Elysium on Kickstarter and become part of the Association of Ishtar Multiverse.
Very nice. All this great Johan art. Yeah, very good, very good. Well, is there anything you would like to add to that, Bones Art?
Please back the project, of course, even if it's just for $1 at Backwards About It. And as I said, I have weekly reports as well. This weekend I shall include S09 and S06 for people who want to know more about the background of the character. And I might add some more content with that. So the sooner you back, the more you get. For now, unless somebody has more questions. I mean, we already talked about the merch.
Anybody have questions?
Nope, I'm already back. I already got it. I'm already good to go.
No, I think it looks great. It speaks for itself. It's very Jules Verne. It's also obviously with Johan. There's a huge Steam Boy influence in this, and that's great. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it's super cool. All right.
It is.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
awesome.
that's special edition, and we also have a lot of bundles. So if you want to save some money.
There you go. Yeah, and of course there's you go to the Kickstarter page, which Jeff has put up, and you can look at all the different options that you have here. Reasonably priced as well. So very, very nice. Well, thank you very much, Mozart. We'll let you go so you can get on with your day. And what am I supposed to be doing? This right here. Yeah, there we go. So let me bring this back up. That's not what I want. What are you doing?
Thank you, everyone. If you want to, I'm pretty sure we're gonna make the next stretch goal again. It was a bit of an appointment, but anyway, send me your art, and then I can include it in the art sampler with social media you want me to include. And then I'll figure something out.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for coming on, dude. We really enjoy doing this project. Looking at it's really cool. Thank you to you and Johan, of course. And good
thank
luck
you.
with it, dude. Good luck with it. Keep rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
Thanks, everyone. I mean, the next
you.
book, anyone is coming out in the last week, so you can include it as an add-on. And the Casket Girls manuscript is already done, so that's. Oh yeah, I'm not sure what my strategy for selling that is, but yeah, more content is already on the way.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Let me go through here, and you can. You said you got to leave, so you can leave anytime, Bonesheart. Let me run through everybody else here. Bob, would you like to talk a little about
Good night,
Toy
everyone.
Tigers? Go ahead,
Yes.
Bonesheart.
Good night, Mozart.
Good night, Bonesheart.
Good night, Mozart.
Bye, Bonesart.
Or like a bun.
Bob,
See you later.
Tight Tigers.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about them?
Um,
I'm assuming you're making
Tight like
references to the Tiger King and his Prince Albert.
yeah, tight like your tight buns.
Now, I know I've heard this before. What movie is that coming out of, dude? Damn
Austin
it.
Powers.
Austin Powers. There
That's
it is. Thank you.
Austin Powers, good member.
Yes, gold.
Like good.
Yeah, so ridiculous. Why did that continue? Nevertheless, nice to have you here with us, Bob. Let's see. Alan, do you have any mic at all?
Oh.
Okay.
What a
No
shame.
problem. We're going to end up with Johan.
I already dropped his link, so.
Yeah, no, that's
Drop
good.
it.
Thank you very much. Jason, would you like to say something? Oh, and I already talked to you. I'm sorry. Rosa's the one I need to talk to. Rosa.
Yay! You remembered me. Thank you. And I love you, and I love you, and I love you. And I love Johan. This is beautiful. They're just absolutely
Thank you,
gorgeous.
Rosa. Yeah.
I was like, tonight, I was like, oh man, I got so much work. And I was like, it's Johan's night. I have to go. I have to go.
Oh,
like,
thank
now
you.
I'm totally behind.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I was supposed to be trying to finish my novel, so I've got working on it. Jeff knows because he's working on his stuff too. Trying to get this next novel out before the end of November so I can illustrate it in December. Caballero de Camino is on the way. Book 2 of the second series of Watcher of the Damned Wanderer. And we've got our heroes rolling through the Texas wildlands, and we have been getting great press. It is, Jeff knows this. Jeff, you're so famous, it probably just doesn't even phase you anymore. Somebody says your name, but when you see it in the wild and somebody you have never met or heard of starts dropping your name, and they put me, okay, so Jeff, they said my name. They said, these are authors of the reason I joined, and I like these ones. And then they said Larry Correa and Mark Sibley, and they're like really big authors. And I was like, and then there was my name, and I was like, oh my God. I feel so excited. So I'm so excited. So thank you, everybody, all my little people out there. And I love everybody, and y'all are awesome. And please support and back this Johan's adventure. It's really awesome. And make sure to buy Herman Hunter's book because I love you all. I love you. And pray for Eric because he's fixing to have a bad day.
That's right.
He is. He's
That's right.
having a bad day. Poor Eric.
I know.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, of course, we're going to let Jeff take us out of here. But before we do that, we're going to let Johan give his piece. So, Johan, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for all the support, guys. You are all doing great today. And yeah, please, for everyone, please back our comic Journey to Elysium. It's issue 1. I hope so. If there are many backers, so we are more encouraged to do the issue 2, which is almost ready. The script is almost done actually. Yeah, and Bonfat has planned the stories maybe around issue 5, I think 4 or 5.
Oh, nice.
But it's planned already. I hope you guys support us. Thank you very much, Chester and Jeff and Eric and all people who are here. Thank you very much.
Very
That's
nice.
me.
Thank you, Johan. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
you.
Next week we will be back. What are we doing next week? Anybody know? The man who would know is sitting on a toilet.
Yeah, he's pooping.
Anybody?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
you mentioned it might be fun to do a particular artist. Maybe we'll do that.
Oh, Eric. Yeah, no, I'd love to have Eric on. It's been a long time since we talked to him. He's a
Yeah.
great artist. Of course, the protege of Mike S. Miller himself.
Yeah.
Eric Nadeltoski. I love what he's doing. He's a great artist. Nevertheless, we'll be doing something fun, of course. Come on back and check it out. We do appreciate everybody. And, of course, Jeff is going to take us out of here. So, Jeff, namaste us out, dude.
Okay, first, I still have a sale going on my audiobooks at both Chirp and Spotify. By The Revenant in the Tomb or The Wizard's Stone, like that. And I was just on, I think it was Blasting Blades or Blades Blast. I keep getting it backwards. Podcast.
Blades and Blasters.
Yeah, Blades and Blasters. Tuesday. So and that apparently went pretty well because they were thinking about having me back for a movie review thing. So
No,
cool.
great.
There you go.
And namaste.
Namaste indeed.
Namaste.
Later, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.